Grand Rising. What's up, cuzos? Hold on, let's do a roll call for who in here. Move accordingly shop. What's the word? It's Cassie24. What's the word? Nick W. 1296. What's the word? Blocks, my brother, what up? Shaq, my brother, what up? Dude, my brother, what up? Blocks, what's up? Is that my boy? Montana, what's the word? Fried beans, doinking, updated check. Oh, we gonna work around that. We'll be all right. I'll hit him up though. I'm glad you just made notice of it. Do in here, cakes, what's the word? Honey, big noti gang shit. Captain, what's the word? Agent, what's up? Tone, what's the word? Am I missing Norv? What's happening? Aiden Jack, what's the word? We're gonna have to skip some games. No, well, I'm gonna go through them, but y'all know how this shit go, man. Y'all know how this shit go, man. What's up, though, cuzos? Happy Monday, everybody. Yesterday don't matter. We here to get this pay. Oh, shit. I almost fucked some shit up. Oh, shit. All right. What's the goddamn word, chat? What's the word? So y'all notice I'm on a whole different screen today to start the stream, right? For y'all who don't know, we got 15 games. First day of the season so far where every team is playing. And that matters a whole lot. That matters a whole lot. But luckily for y'all got me. So we're going to get through this. I'm going to try to make it less overwhelming as possible for y'all. I'm going to do my due diligence and go through every game for the ones who don't care about certain, like those type of situations. But we're going to get through this for sure. We're going to break this down, try to find those gems without having to worry about being overwhelmed by, you do the math, 15 games, 30 teams, about 300 players minimum. On the sleeve, what your jacket say? $250,000 club, right? Yeah, 250K club. I got a 500K club one too, which I just realized. Oh, this is a 50K club sweater. Appreciate the Prime sub, Marina. For those, again, before we even start, I can't control the ads you'll see. If you got Amazon Prime, Amazon on Twitch, it's a thing that's going to pop up. You can click it, link your accounts. They give you a free Twitch sub every month. And that way you don't have to worry about seeing ads. You get all the cool little emotes y'all seeing. What that mean? That's how much, that's like a milestone in Dub Club. Anytime you hit like a new milestone, they'll give you some type of attire with it. First thing first, again, I'm starting on this screen for a reason. If you was in the first stream where I broke down every which way possible you can look at doing. If you haven't seen it, you might want to invest some time out your day. It's a 3-hour video. Of course, you don't got to sit down unless you got the time to watch it at once, but you can play pause on YouTube. It's pinned in the top of the chat. The first thing I tell y'all is, when you're dealing with a big slate like this, the best thing to do is, me personally, because that's the whole point. Like, I'm showing y'all how I look at slates to try to help me narrow these down. What's up, JB? How I break them down. The first thing I do, and even if you a person who do DFS, like if you want prize picks or something like that, y'all still can go to a FanDuel website or a DraftKings. You just can't bet on it. But the first thing I personally do is I have to figure out a way to do process of elimination, right? So the way I'm doing process of elimination is out the gate, let me start eliminating games that's telling me potential blowout. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Blue Blood, appreciate the Prime sub. Out the gate, 15 slates is gonna scare a lot of people. So for me, out the gate, I'm trying to eliminate games. How do I go about eliminating games? Norv, you've been doing your homework. That's what I love to see. I'm looking at the spreads out the gate. If you knew and you don't know what the spread means, it's a way of making two uneven teams even in the gambling world, right? So like, say for instance, Bucks Cavaliers, they're saying due to who may be playing, the talent, they're around a 7-point difference in their team quality. So that's their way of trying to make two teams even. So with that being said, the smaller the spread is, the more even the teams are, which results in what? that tells you, okay, these are games I might want to look more into that's got smaller spreads, because whatever prop I'm taking, at least I'm giving myself the best chance of the player I'm taking getting all his minutes. Um, we all have dealt with it, even this season already. It's blowouts everywhere. And ain't nothing worse than you losing a prop that look like it's tracking at halftime, but you looking at the score too, like, this not gonna hit because this player not even about to play the fourth quarter. Whether they winning or losing, somebody throwing the towel in. They gonna let them scrubs get them 4th-minute runs. So that don't necessarily mean it will happen, but it happens. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. This just one. This spread last game between the Cavs and the Bucks. This was what the spread was. If y'all can see this, the spread was 1.5. Look at what the game total ended up being. It was a 1-point game. So they're generally pretty accurate with their spreads and whatever algorithms they're using to make these differences in teams. Yeah, you're gonna have some times where it be a low spread and it be a blowout, or it be a high spread and it don't be. But you can't try to think. You got to try to put yourself in the best situation to be like, let the books tell you what's happening. So one way you can try to break this big slate down is eliminate these double-digit spreads. Now, you can still go in there. You might find a gem here or there, but put yourself in the best situation possible by trying your hardest to eliminate games that's kind of telling you blowout potential. That's telling you that, appreciate the 30 months, Shaq, OG to the stream. That's kind of telling you that this game can and most likely will get out of hand. Most likely it'll get out of hand because they're telling you that these teams are so different. Like, even this Bucks Cavs, it went from a 1.5-point spread last game to a 7. But that's because they're taking into account that Giannis is questionable tonight. So if I tell people all the time, if you learn how to read odds, that'll help you so much because it kind of give you like a start and a picture painted of what to expect. Anything can happen any day, but they kind of still framing like an average for you. That's why the spread went from 1.5 to 7 today, because Giannis questionable. Now, if once Giannis, mark my word, and you can go back and look when it happened. Once they announce that Giannis is maybe not going to play, this spread gonna get higher. If they announce that Giannis will play, this spread is going to get lower because it's going to be back to even playing field between the two teams like it was 2 days ago. So this will adjust. But they trying to play it safe at like a 7 till they get word on if Giannis gonna play a night. Because, I mean, you think about it, you take away Giannis, that's like 30 points that you're taking away from them. But it also, Porter's gonna get more minutes. Appreciate the hype train, y'all. Appreciate the 500 bits, Shaq. So keep that, so they know what they're doing. So learn to look at these lines and understand what's happening. So not only am I looking at these spreads to try to figure out which games I want to target, I always look and see who got the highest total. 234. It was one I seen earlier that was higher. This is the highest spread on the board today, Indiana, Dallas. So these are games that I kind of identify where I'll be like, okay, not only is it a good spread, we only have 5-point difference. It's the highest. So them the games that I'm really targeting points, high points ladders, extra threes and stuff like that, because they have this game because of these two teams' pace of play, how fast they run up and down the court and they're getting these attempts up. This has the highest spread, the highest total today, meaning the highest scoring game. And then I think second was what? Boston, Atlanta, which is still tricky because of this spread, but you still can look at a person like high points or threes ladders because of these high totals. So just keep things like that in mind. That's why I want to show y'all this screen. Anybody who know me will tell you, I always start every slate, big or small, really when it's a 15-game slate like today, and I'm trying to do process of elimination. How can I eliminate some of this stuff so it don't seem super overwhelming? So for me, I'm going to still go through every game for y'all, but for me, Golden State Wizards, I'm not really paying that no mind. Boston, Atlanta, not paying that no mind. Charlotte, Minnesota, not really paying that no mind. Like all the Toronto Nuggets, all these like double-digit spreads, I'm personally cool on. We're gonna still go through them and see if there's some gems in there, but I want to always put myself in the best position by trying to eliminate games where you basically telling me ahead of time, this has potential to get out of hand, which basically take away the minutes you may need from your player to cover that prop. So keep that in mind. So we move. So we're gonna go through everyone, still see if we can find these gems. I heard somebody say that it's not updated. Speaking of which, am I watching? Um, as an ad? Hey, that's you watching an ad. Um, oh, I was trolling. Okay. Let me message Doink. All right. So, like, okay, so Cleveland, Milwaukee, we can definitely do. I just messaged them. So hopefully we can get a live update chat. But for sure, Cleveland or who the fuck the Bucks, they didn't play yesterday. Am I right? Neither one of these teams played yesterday, correct? Chat, I'll be trying to keep up with all this shit, but sometimes I'll be out of body. That's Lil Bop, so he know that. What's up with it, Shine? I don't think did either one of these teams play us? No. Okay, so we know that this is accurate. Now pay attention to this. Like, look, y'all, they're not even giving us. The books aren't even allowing us to see their props for real because they trying to wait to see what Giannis gonna do so they can adjust everybody lines. I'm not gonna even really look too deep into Giannis either because we don't even know if you playing. But look, everybody around Giannis, they don't even know what lines or what odds they want to set it at till they know for sure what Giannis is doing tonight. Cause that matters. Cause now you gotta take a not Brook Lopez, what's his name? Portis. His line might be like at 7.5 points or something, right? Just because he a bench player. Now that's gonna get bumped to about 10, 11, 12 and a half because he gonna get starting minutes. So they're not even giving us these players' lines yet till they know for sure Giannis' status. Brooklyn isn't updated. Oh yeah, I'll see him when I get to him. But the games that's not, I'll skip. We'll come back to him. It might be updated. I just sent them a message. They pretty good with updating stuff live. So when we get to the games, just let me know if those teams played yesterday. So as of now, y'all, we don't see no lines for the Bucks, which is understandable. But we still can move to Darius Guard to the Cavs side. So out the gate, we see in who is this? Bucks defense is allowing 5 rebounds a game to point guards, which you can see, which we got a bright green. So the first thing I'm gonna do is it's at 5.4. But to make it more accurate, like I told y'all before, start utilizing these filters. So if you want to get like a more in-depth, so boom. So if they saying that they give up 5, okay, cool. To be on the safe side, just to make sure, put in what the rebound chances is of that specific guard. So I say your lowest was 1, your highest rebound chances in the game was 7, and we still got 4. So let's look and see what if there's any value on 4, which no one's giving you but ESPN bets at the moment. ESPN bets will give you plus 140 for Darius Garland 4 rebounds, which they're allowing, which they've given up to every guard, which is weird because I don't think this is updated. Oh no, that's because of the rebound chances. Okay, it is. The people who done got between less than 7 rebound chances, they've still hitting that 4 every game this season so far. Oh, I got it on last 5. That's going into last season too, though. But even this season, um, Drew Holiday has gotten it. So that 4, I'm sure they'll put this lineup later, but I see that DraftKings and FanDuel really holding back. On yes, got you. A lot of green on that rebound. Yeah. So see, y'all learn how to read this, which make it easier for me too, though, to get through these games quicker because y'all understanding what we looking at. So his 2.5 look like money. Look like money. Of course, we don't know how it's gonna play out, but you can't push the limit up to that 4, seeing that they allow up to 5 rebounds or 4 with those rebound chances, but 5 in all to that position. But again, the reason, like I said, the reason I like to filter it is because you see right here, Ja got 13 rebound chances. If he don't put himself in those type of positions to rebound like that, I don't want this 10 rebound number affecting this average. So you might as well filter to get those out of there and appreciate the sub, booby. And if it's still, it's dark green, You on to something. If it was dark green before the filter and then dark green after the filter, you really got a gem there. All right, Dean Wade, Old Faithful, the seller himself. But again, you got to KK for bands. Appreciate the follow. Again, you have to take emotion out of it. They're checking out. Don't just message me back. You have to take emotion out of it. You have to take out how you personally feel about a player out of it. You always, at least for me, if the read makes sense, I'm going to always go with the read over emotion 10 out of 10 times. I'm going to always follow the read. I don't care because at the end of the day, you will have that good game. And if the read is telling me to take it, I'm just hoping that it's that game. And I don't want to miss it when you do because emotion telling me, oh, he has. He sold my last parlay. Blasey, blasey. The things that we all do just naturally as humans, right? They're giving up 16.8. But there's a way of making sure that it applies to a player like a Dean Wade. Field goal attempts. Between, what's the lowest he done shot this year? 3. What's the most times he done shot in the game so far this season? 8. Now, eliminating that. Now, look, now when you put it into players who actually like shoot around the amount of times like a Dean Wade, that's kind of like a similar player, it done went from like potential of ladder to just his line now. Which I'm not really sold on by it being just right there at the 7 and then he's averaging less. So keep that in mind. Like, use those filters to kind of like turn a good read into a great read for you. When you got the, like I said, when it's bright green before and after the filtering, you know you onto something. How do I see the rebound chances again? What do you mean how you, right here, RC. You saying how do you show them on your platform? Anything you want to see on here that you don't see, just go in the columns. You control what comes up there and what's not. So rebound chances right here. Just turn it on right here. And I would definitely make sure you always got rebound chances on and make sure you always got potential assists on. Always have those on because that give you a better read. If you just focus on, oh, he only got this many rebounds, that rebounds, you're not putting yourself in the best position because you don't know, like, see what type of chances they be having. Same thing with the assists. A person might not have got the assist. Like, say, for instance, like his line is 4, right? You would be like, okay, he's only got the 4 assists twice this year. But if you look at his potentials, he should have had it that game and that game. He should have had it 4 out of 5, when in actuality, he had it 2 out of 5. Rebound chances and potential assists matters. That matters. It helps you make a better read and show you that they're still putting themselves in position to cover these props for you. Both from 17. Appreciate the prime sub. Should have followed my read for Durant double yesterday. And for the ones who was in here yesterday, y'all, remember I was talking about that under, man. I should have took it too. Ingram went under, y'all. That goes to show, like, follow the reads. I'm so terrified of unders, man. It went under. I think it was a sweat from what somebody told me, but it went under, though. It definitely went under. So we move. Okay, so look. So far, we only got them 2. That's what I'm saying. So look at that. We done went through a game, right? We only seen so far, because we don't got Milwaukee side, we only seen 2 things in there that we like. You see how we eliminating down it from 10 people down to just 2? That's why I focus on bright greens where the defense allow way more, because it's going to help you break down these big ass slates or even small slates. When it's a lot of players, you don't have to worry about everybody. Just identify super weaknesses in your defense, and you will start noticing you can skip past a whole lot of bull. You know what I'm saying? If you just stick to identifying where is these defenses lacking at. Appreciate the prime sub, Free Dre, man. Appreciate that, y'all. I took that under. You took it? Yeah, it hit. So I should have took it. I thought I was going to take it because remember I was telling y'all about it. I thought I had his team wrong. So by the time I thought about it, I thought the game had already started and it didn't. So I missed a good opportunity on that under. Look at this. So somebody's in here is questionable. They're not giving us what's the name lines neither. Let me see. He said checking out. I'm waiting on him to say it's updated. So let me just make sure. I'm gonna refresh. Just to be on the safe side. Put it back on this season. Just want to make sure. They're gonna keep me updated though for sure. Did you smack any nice ones the first week? I need to join. Any nice ones? Any nice what? Every day of the first week of the NBA, I hit a ladder. Every day. Yesterday, one of the reads that we had got, we would like as we going through this stuff. I hit a plus 1,500 yesterday for in football, and I hit a plus 250 on y'all remember likely rebounds, y'all. Shout out to whoever was saying pay attention to likely over Gafford. Motherfucker was one off hitting the full ladder at plus 750, but he covered the bottom of the ladder, so I didn't lose a dime. I actually profited still. So they're not giving us Golden State. What was the what? Let me see something. This is one of the ones. I'm just gonna throw that out there. This is one of the ones that's giving potential by looking at the spread, 10-point spread. This can potentially be a blowout. But I'm still going to go through here and see if we can find those gems for the ones who that don't matter to. But I'm just giving you that heads up. This is giving, Jada, I appreciate the follow. This is giving potential blowout. So remember that. So don't be mad if you take some out this game and you get sold because your player was close to it, but he didn't play the fourth quarter because they down 30. So just know that. If that happens, you seen that ahead of time. You just chose to ignore it. And that don't mean you can't find some in here to play. Just keep that always in your mental. You trying any college basketball? I might. I'm not talking about it. If it ain't NBA or NFL, it won't be talked about on stream. But who knows? If I see something I like, if the read makes sense, I'm gonna play it. Which they do have on here for y'all. They got football. They'll add basketball because they had it last year. They have different stuff. I only spend this time talking NFL and NBA, but they have other sports on here. Yeah. Well, lines, yeah, like lines. So again, you can filter this, like say, because from looking at these greens, y'all, he in a lot of good spots. He averaging all these greens is telling you on his side, he's averaging more than whatever his line is today. And they're giving up more than whatever his line is. Now, what you can do is, so that's telling you his lines are appealing. What you can do to him is break them down even more. Narrow down, and we'll see if anything stick out after doing this. Field goal attempts. The lowest he shot is 2. The highest he shot is 16 in the game. Let's break that down. Got to go last 5 to see a bigger picture. You see how this is changing? But I'm going to keep going. Field goal attempts. Like, I'm trying to get people that's like him in production as close as possible. 2 to 9. I ain't going to put that 0. That 0 ain't nothing. 2 to 9. So still right here, you only go on rebound chances. So if you want to even see if that rebound chance makes sense, you can do, what's the little, 7 to 14. See how everything changes? It's taking stuff from green when you actually be like, the more filters you use and the more you're narrowing it down to a person that has Bilal, like, production on their team. The more filters of these you use, the more you making this more and more accurate to a player super similar to the player that you're looking at. So keep that in mind. You still got the threes here, though, if that matters to anyone. But a lot of that stuff that was green over here, when they're playing people with similar production to him, a lot of that stuff done went down. He has been gold with Kuzma hurt, but see, that's the thing, though. You can't think about, like, how he's played because of a player hurt. It, in a sense, you can, where you can identify him, but it still need to make sense that the person he playing against. It's one thing, I mean, think about it. It's one thing, okay, he been balling, right, since Kuzma been gone. But, like, no matter what you think about this player, like, look who he playing against today. Like, that shit ain't sweet against a goddamn Draymond Green. It matters. So people with the production like him, Draymond Green ain't watching that shit. That's from what you just seen when we got to adding filters. That's why I always say identify the defenses. It's one thing for you to be balling, but who's to say who them power fours was? Does it have underdog added field goals made? Appreciate the follow. Underdog added field goals made, but props.cash doesn't have data for that. Field goals made, like this right here. Like how many field goals they done made in a game and shot this category. Blocks with the big 41 months. 41 months is crazy. 41 months, you probably, I think he was like my first sub. My boy. Is that what you're talking about, Seth? Right here, this category, field goals? And you can see what they allow. They allow 6 field goals made on 14 attempts to the average power forward. Look, we 2 games down and we ain't got really much of nothing. So like I don't understand where these people's lines at, but if y'all been noticing, football been kind of the same way. It been a lot of people who just like getting hurt out of nowhere. What's the spread here? Okay, so we got a 7.5 point spread. That ain't too bad, but it's still something to be careful of. Anything that's like over 5 for me, I'm skeptical on, but double digits, you really like whatever. I'm out of there. But so keep that in mind as well. So let we move. All right. So again, we just trying to identify dark green. That's gonna catch my attention out the gate. So look, so assists. So here go something y'all can do for assists. You see that they're giving up these 5 assists, right? So to make this more accurate and make sure that it's still is some value in like a ladder here, filter the potential assists for a Rui. The lowest potential assist he done had is 1. Highest he done had is 3. See how that changed? See how that changed with a person who got the potential assist? Like that's a small forward that's similar to Rui. It done went down to like on average 1.8, which is around his average. It's a difference. Use these filters. Points was 15. His line is 13.5. If you want to look, you can see like off of field goal attempts to see if that changed. What are you gonna shots? Lowest 6, 14. So he still is money. So he's still green over his points. He's averaging over his points. So 13.5 points, his actual line. That looked like good money right there. Yeah, they updated the Pistons now. Yeah, should be good now. Let me know. Refresh. I believe you. Thank you, sir. I believe you. He said it's good now. Y'all see, shout out Doink. That's why I rock with him, man. They're going to make sure we good, y'all. They're going to make sure that I'm accurate to give y'all the most accurate information. So, Rui points look like good money. It's this season. Where we at? What was we at? Oh, right here, Rui. So they hold on now. Shit just changed because they did update it. There's way more games on here. So let's just make sure that the PAs did still go down. What was it like 1-3? He get a game. Like he ain't really got. It looked like he ain't doing too much passing. Last 5. Yeah, you still at that 1.8. He Rui ain't doing too much passing. From looking at this, like I don't have to watch him play at all. These numbers tell you everything you need to know. It might have been free throws. Yeah, you can add that on here. I don't watch. Look, free throws made and attempted. Yeah, you can put that on here. If that's a prop that you care about, free throws attempted and made is on here, and it'll tell you again on this side what they allow. All right. So again, y'all, look, we finding like maybe 1 prop here, maybe 2, maybe 3. This is already eliminating these games down for you. Pay attention to defensive deficiency so that you can break down these big ass games and all these players to a certain amount of people. Jay Nivey, to the naked eye, this looked like money. Shooting guard. Austin Reeves ain't playing no defense, but we can go off of this. Or if you want to, by it being points and threes, whatever the one that is bright green, you're not hurting yourself by filtering them. Lowest 9, the most he done shot is 18. So you want to see players that's going to put the production he does. All right, and then his threes was, just to be honest, we're going to add both because they both started off bright green. 2-9. See how things change? Now, you still got the points went down, but the three's still there. So what will you give us for Jaden Ivey 3 threes today? You can get this at plus 225. That's a good piece. That's a good slot. Jaden Ivey for 3 threes. Once we done put the type of production he got and players they've played like that, they're still giving up 3 threes on 5 attempts, which he's shooting. He's shooting 6 attempts a game. He just averaged 2 because of a 1 and a 2 here, but 3, 5. So they'll give you plus 225 for Jaden Ivey 3 threes today, which that defense will do allow. Yeah, just the only side I use. It's way more in detail because you can see what the defense allow. Over there, I think it's ranked, but me personally, I'm a visual person. I like to be able to see these averages, and I want to see individual games if I can. Josh Simpson's to be money hack. I'm not sure. I ain't even got down there. I don't know what's going on in that game. So far, y'all, Jaden Ivey threes look like money, and it looked like it could be potential ladder. Here we go again with a Tim Hardaway. Do yourself the service. So whatever you see is bright green, that's what you filter. Points. Let's make sure by a person who shoot the amount of times he shoot. 6 to 10. You always want to try to find people similar. Points went away out the gate. Now, the points went away. Assists, filter potentials, because you want to make sure that it's a person who passing around the amount of times he passed. 1 to 5. Assists went down. Y'all see how that happened? Because look, it makes sense. This average is high, but look at his potentials, y'all. So this tell you right here, like the most he's put a person in position to score is 5, which kind of makes sense. Tim Hardaway a sniper. He ain't trying to pass shit. He trying to catch and shoot, right? 8, 7, 7, 2, 13. These are people who pass way more than a Tim Hardaway, which is going to make this average be way higher. So filter them to try to find people that's production is kind of the same. That's why I recommend that's why I recommend you using these filters, because it's going to be like, okay, you giving me an overall, but I need to see kind of like what you're doing against players similar to that play style. PA. All these look like money. So PA, I would do potential assists again. I should have kept it up there. So we're going to do both and see. PA is points and assists, so potential 1 to 5. Field goal attempts, since it's points. What was it? Field goal. 7 to 10. Same thing apply. It done went like average. See how it done went average? Now it was another one. PR. So I'll keep I'm gonna take this one off. We're gonna do points. Field goal attempts for his points, which was 7 to what the fuck? 7 to 10. And then his rebound chances. Since PR was bright green, what's his rebound chances? 1 to 5. See, now what I can say about PA and PR, y'all, they both stayed green. So that's giving you that if it's still green for them and green on the person, the line has potential. The line I would like invest in versus the ladders. So definitely y'all get to using these filters to kind of like find certain stuff or eliminate. Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris cooked for me yesterday too. I had him laddered all the way up to 18 and he got 18. He in another position. Still want to do your due diligence to see. Now points, I would do threes and field goals when it's points, because if they shoot threes, that's going to add to their points. 8 to 18. And I'd be skeptical of this 18 because we all know why he shot 18. Look who he played against. That was a revenge game. But I'll still put him in there. 8 was the least, 18. Keep that up there. And then it's 3-point. He do shoot them, so add that in there, filter, because that adds to his points. 2 to 6, he shoot a game like he's shot. All right, so now boom. Assists. Putting that in, his potential. Where's his potential assists at? 3 to 8. So look, his assist stayed high. His line is 2.5. Even with putting all them filters in, you can get 4 assists for Tobias today at plus 270. There's value in his 4 assists, especially seeing that he's like, even last game he had 6 with 8. But like, look at this. This is why I tell y'all, don't pay too much attention to what they've done. Dig deeper. He could have had 4 assists that game with 4 potential. He had it that game. He could have had 4 assists that game with potentials. He could have had 4 assists that game. So he could have had 4 assists. 1, 2. He got it that game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. He could have had 5 assists. He can't control that he passed it to you and you missed it. But the potential's whole weight showing you like, whereas it's saying 2 out of 7, he should have had 4 out of 7 where he's gotten 4 assists. So it's value in his 4 assist ladder up to that plus 270. And of course, I like the 2. And y'all know how I am anyway. I like 2 anyway. I love when a read makes sense. He's averaging over damn near 3 assists. They're giving up 4. And you got the 3 at plus money. That's gold to me. When I catch your line, your actual line at plus odds and the read makes sense, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Appreciate the follow. Good morning, B Wizzy. Can you check Beasley for threes and points? Beasley, Where you see Beasley at? He don't start no more? I don't even see him on here. Beasley don't start? Oh, nah. Oh, you ain't gonna give it to me? I ain't buying that shit. So Tim Hardaway start. What happened to Beasley? The production? Pistons, he off the bench. Appreciate the follow. Oh, he off the bench? Oh, yeah. I wish I could see his minutes. Let me see something. Hold on. So he's still gonna give you 30 minutes. What was the actual fuck? Let me see some. All right, this is what I'll do. Let me see. His line is 9.5. What were they allowing the shoot guards? So they were allowing this to. Okay, so y'all want to do? If you want to look at Beasley, I gotta remember these numbers. Hold on, because I need to filter Beasley over there, and we're gonna see. So Beasley, 9 to 15, 6 to what's the most he done did? 11. 9 to 15, 6 to 11. 9 to 15, 6 to 11. 9 to 15, 6 to 11. 9 to 15. And threes. 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 Whoever mentioned that, good call. It would be his threes. So we can see. So they giving up damn near 4 threes to a person who shoot like that. 4 threes on 9 attempts. So what we do is as of now, if y'all see it on another book right now, you getting it at plus 240 for 4 threes on ESPN bets. Appreciate that, Chamelo. Yeah, I don't do no narrative. I don't do narrative. I don't know nothing about revenge. I don't do no narratives. That shit got to make sense on these numbers for me. Also, a sneaky revenge game for Beasley. There you go. I'm not saying don't take it into account. I don't take it into account because I can't see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, if I can't see it makes sense. Like, with my own 2 eyes, I ain't convinced. But there is value right here, y'all. If y'all see Malik Beasley threes, you might want to potentially ladder his threes. They're giving up a lot of threes to a person who shoot at that level. For sure. Hold on. Duran. Points 10.5. Let's see. Between what he's shooting 2 to 7 times a game. That shit with dark red. Prime account for a subscription. Hey, whatever works. You don't tell, I won't tell. Rebounds. We can see. Look, we'll put in his rebound chances and see. Rebound chance is 9 to 20. Damn, 28. It looked like his line is available. Like, it's looking like whoever just asked me that, AD might not play. Yeah, I'm not sure. But it do look like potential in his line with a person who get those high rebound chances. They're averaging 12 rebounds a game. It's not going like crazy over his line at 10.5, but you can find some value maybe in this in getting 11 at plus 100, right? Yeah, it's plus money on FanDuel. So you might get some value there. As far as his rebound chances. Points, assists. How many potential assists did he get? 4 to 6, 3 to 6, which I didn't even think I didn't think he passed it that much. So look, y'all, here goes something right here. Points and assists. 12 and a half, minus 125. Where we at? 20 basically. You can get 15 and a half at plus 195, even 15 at plus 145. That's a parlay piece. 14 at plus 105. So you could potentially look into Duran's PA going up. It ain't really no like gym there. It wasn't nothing even in there that was like up at plus 200. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that until I just looked at his potentials. I didn't know that he'd be like actually passing that motherfucker. See, you learn a lot. And like I said, you don't have to look at the game. It's good to know. Like I definitely watch film. But you can find out a lot about a player just looking at this. Like, look at this to the naked eye. 23.4. 4 to 12. Let's go 3 to 7. So threes, what his line is? 2, which is heavily favored at minus 170. Assists, potentials. Where's his potential assists at? 3 to 9. Oh yeah, see shit change. Let me take these off. Oh shit, no, I want to keep this for this potentials. 3 to 9. I want to take these off. Okay, so yeah, so a lot changed. Like I said, when you're using them filters, now if you still want to be like, okay, if you eliminate the filters, it's some value here on his 15. They might give you some good odds at 20. Plus 300 on plus 340 on DraftKings for 20 points tonight with Drew Holiday on little Trey. You on fantasy apps, don't forget about fantasy scores as well. Yeah, and I think do they have that? I thought they did. Oh, they don't got the fantasy. So yeah, so you could think fantasy scores too. That's like to me like a PRA. Rebounds, they're giving up 6 rebounds to point guards. But put yourself in the best spot by looking at a person who hawk like 6 to 12. The rebounds stayed up at 6. How much they'll give us 6 at? Plus 210 for 6 rebounds for Drew Holiday. That's a good read right here. Due to the type of rebound chances he get and looking at the players who they play along those lines, he got a chance for 6 rebounds. They'll give you 6 rebounds at plus 210. His line you can get at plus 108 on FanDuel. So there is value in Drew Holiday's rebounds today. With the way that he get rebound chances, high rebound chances. Would you do free throws? I don't do free throws. We don't get free throws on the books. Somebody just said they do free throws now on fantasy. We don't get them on sports books. White was PG and Drew was listed as shooting guard last game. Do that change anything? No, not for me because I don't know why I was like that, but we know Drew the point guard. I'm not sure why it said one was the point guard and the other one, Aki Boy. I wouldn't pay too much attention to that because I know that Drew the point guard. No, rebounds. This is rebounds. Rebounds. You saying? Oh no. Oh shit, you right. My bad, dog. I'm looking at. Okay, you right. I see what you're saying. Hold on. So it's 6 rebounds. I'm looking at the wrong shit. Hold on. Rebounds. 6 to 12. Thank you for calling that out. So the rebounds went down. Okay, potential assists. I gotta look at assists. 3 to 9. Okay, eliminate all that. Once I put them in, I'm putting the wrong filter in on the wrong thing. Good looking out. How do you do filters for threes? 3-point attempts. Show people that shoot the amount of threes like that. Like for instance, look, even without this, like okay, so they saying 3 threes, right, to point guards. Try to filter this to people that shoot like a Drew Holiday. So I try to stay away from these ones. So we'll say the lowest really is 3 to 7. So like you want to look at people that's gonna shoot 3 to 7 threes a game. You see how I changed it? Now basically the average then went down from 3 to just 2, which is his line. With people that shoot the amount of threes in that range that he shoot. Has been game changing, always giving out sauce. Appreciate you, my guy. You already know you know the vibe, Ralphie. I'm trying to help, man, as much as possible. Yeah, so Aki, I wasn't paying no attention. I don't know why it was listed like that, but Drew ain't the shoot. You know what I'm saying? I know for sure. Let's see what we got. And this was one of them. And remember too, y'all, about this game. It's a 10. It went down to 9.5. That shit 10 points basically. So be careful with Boston, Atlanta. That shit can get out of hand real fast. And just knowing who the fucking teams is, this can really get out of hand really quick. So be very, very careful with props here. Rebounds. Trae Young, they're giving up 5 rebounds. But make sure, go to rebound chances. Nope. Rebound chances. Make sure that it's a person along the lines that's have a style of rebound hawking like a Trae Young. It go down to 4, which is his line, which is cool. They got it favored at 4. He averages 5. They're giving up 4 to a person who in position like a Trae Young on average. So 3.5 rebounds for Trae Young is a good look today as a straight or a parlay piece. Keep that in mind. When you get to seeing the averages is green on both sides, that's something you might potentially want to look into for taking that actual line. K-Money, what's the word? Yeah, don't mind taking him for 15 and 3 threes. All I mean. So keep that in mind. Use those filters to your advantage. All right. See, look at that, y'all. Already, we 5 games in. Hold on, before I go, let's just make sure. Okay, they still not giving us those. And wasn't it Golden State? Just want to make sure after that update. Okay, they still not giving lines to these 2 games. Okay, we 5 games in, and we got a couple pieces here, a couple pieces there. Again, doing it this way by paying attention to the spreads to try to eliminate blowouts and doing it this way where you just literally hunting for defensive weaknesses, it'll eliminate a lot of games and looking at a lot of players and props. If you just more so try to focus on things like this. 3 assists, which ain't really bright green. But again, his assists, he averaging 2. They give up 3. You could potentially look at his 1.5 line, which is set by the books today, as a parlay piece. I'm not playing no minus 155 straight, but that's something I will add with a couple more pieces. Remember, the key to this shit is trying to find spots at like minus 125, minus 130, or up where you can potentially make your parlays with the least amount of legs as possible. That is the key to all this shit. Trying to use the least props as possible to make some money. Wish I had extra to donate after this helpful stream. Bruh, I don't ask for anything. Just being here is all I need. That's what I do it for. I don't ask y'all for nothing. I appreciate all the love, all the help to support y'all give. I don't ask for nothing, bruh. I'm going to do this without a sub giving every day, all day. A little early, I think star players going to be... Right. Those games like that where the lines ain't up, it's just that they don't know how to price the people around them because they need to know, damn. W teacher. What's up, kid? Smack Buddy Hills 25 for $10 odds. Day after finding your vids. That's all it's about, bruh. All right, I'll get to all them DMs and all that. Well, once I end stream. Trying to get through this big ass slate. But look, Edie, right? Again, damn, everything is bright green, but make it make sense. Make it make sense. Take the time to dive a little deeper into these players. For one, it ain't every player you got to look at when you're looking at defensive weaknesses, but do that. So like points, this shit is damn near up to 20 points. But to be on the safe side, make sure that you're looking at players who gonna get a production as a Zach Edey. The lowest he done shot in the game so far because it kind of tell you how they play in the offense. The plays is the plays. So these numbers kind of give you a little bit of insight on how they use these players. Looking at rebound chances, potential assists, field goal attempts. It's telling you like how they're used in that set offense. Regardless of what. I hope so. Think a word about the trade for Giannis. Yeah, you're crazy. Okay, now look. We put in his field goal attempts, and it still is 11 points. So, 8.5, which is his line, look like money today. He averages over 8.5. They give up more than 8.5. Once we've even put in a player like a Zach Edey scoring production, like shot attempts. 10, you can get 10 at plus money. So you can use that 10. Remember, when you deal if you take 4 like minus odds, like minus 125, 130s, that'll get you to 10-1 plus 1,000. 3 plus monies, 3 plus 100s plus 1,000. Plus 250s, like plus 2 plus 250s plus 1,000. So it's ways to get to that 10-1, whether you turn in 10 to 100 or 100 to 1,000. If you utilize these steps and finding value without needing 5, 6, 7 legs, you don't need to go that high. Most people just don't know how to hunt for value. You got to take yourself out your comfort zone and quit worrying about being afraid and thinking that those odds is what matter. Odds not what make it safer. I tell you that every stream, and I'm going to tell you every stream. Odds don't make the play safer. The least amount of people do. Always remember that. So you can get 10 points for Edey today, which if you a person who care about trends, he's gotten 10 points the last 3 games. If trends of what have you done lately hold weight with you, that should make you even more comfortable because he's gotten it 3 games in a row, the last 3 games. So his 8.5 definitely look good, y'all. I play straights. I preach straights. I play straights. So his line of 8.5 is money. That looked like money. Because even without the filters, he averaged more than 8.5, and they give up more than 8.5 with and without the filters. But if you want to push it to the limit a little bit, I don't blame you for taking 10. That still is a great read, seeing that is still under the average. Edey got a double-double on Saturday. I see. Yeah, 10 and 10. They was balling that day too. What was the other one? So look, take off and field goal attempts, right? We're gonna go on one by one. They're giving up high rebounds. So let's just make sure that I don't want to see nothing up here fuck up these averages. That's a person who rebound less or a rebound look. Like right here, for instance, look, 8 and 6, right? What if he never got 8 or 6? Like, what if he always been over that? This 8 and 6 gonna fuck up this average. That's why I'm telling y'all to start using these filters just to be on the safe side. So like 6 to 17 is roughly around the chances he gonna get. See, now that comes down to only 7.4 in a person who will rebound like that. Assist was another one. They're not gonna give you his line nowhere though. I'm not even about to look at that. Let me see. Yeah, most books. I've learned that about FanDuel. If your line is 0.5 in anything, they're not going to do it. Now, remember, if you're scared of his points, just looking at this and rebounds, what you can do is you can come down here. Since we knew points and rebounds, go back to his field goal attempts. 4 to 10. Add his rebound chances. What was it? 6 to 17. And see if PR still sticks out, which it went down. But again, like I tell y'all, before you go down on a player prop, just take the combo. What team you got winning it all, like the finals? No. Grizzlies seem like one of the most fun to watch. Ja, no matter how you feel about him, and I just hope that he stay on the right track, is must-see TV, period. He's good for the game. I always say that. I tweeted that 2 days ago. Ja is good for the game. They're exciting to watch. He just got to keep his head down, stay out of trouble. But Ja's must-see TV. You can't take that away from him. I don't care how you feel about his personal life. You can't take it away that Ja's must-see TV. The boy got talent. Simple as that. Dorian Finney-Smith. They're allowing 16 points to his position. That right there tells you that he could potentially go over if you want to take it to the next level and just make sure that these averages is based around players with his type of production. The lowest he shot is 5. The most he shot in the game so far is 11. Now you at 10. But again, 10, 11, 10. If you want to entertain a 9.5, you can. Rebounds, they're giving up 6. His line is 4.5. He averages 5. They give up 6. So this 4.5, his line, which is favored by the books. And even, Pinnacle ain't even got it up yet. I'm about to say, remember too, if y'all never been in here before, that when you look at these lines, the shop lines, always do yourself the service of coming over. If you don't care about nobody's opinion, give a fuck about Pinnacle. the sharpest book in the world. Pay attention to where they putting people at and what they think, like the chances of are something hitting of it or of it not. So just keep that in mind. Giant ant gonna fight for that next face. Are you explaining the site for when I get? Yep. Look up top. That video that's pinned is a full 3-hour session. The first day we did it, of everything broken down. Everything after that, we just go through the slate. But I would highly suggest you go watch that video, because I go way more in depth on there of everything on here. We move. Okay, boom. Porter, which is saying, I don't know, he questionable today, but still gonna do this. Points and threes. So let's see. Field goal attempts, 4-13. 3-point attempts, 3-9. All right, so his line 8.5. So even putting in people who shoot threes and field goals, basically like players like similar to him, they're still over the 8.5. So you're not wrong for looking at this read and going up to 10, which you can get at plus money on Hard Rock and ESPN bets. DraftKings and FanDuel are not showing it right now, but I would keep an eye on that for the 10 points. They was already giving up more than his line, but even putting in players that with the production of a Kevin Huerter, it still is above his line today. Threes. Oh, it all went. We did points and threes. So yeah, his threes, assist 3. I always love him for 3 assists, but just to be on the safe, I want to see something. Like his line is 1.5. They gonna. I guarantee you, give it another week and a half, Huerter line gonna start being 2.5. I caught his 3 assists the other day, like plus 300. That shit hit in the first half. Cause look at his potentials. Like he's passing that ball. 1-5. See, look, they still giving up that 2 assists. He averaged 2 assists, so I like this 2 assists, y'all. Where's the best lines at? Right now, it's only on ESPN bets, but keep that in mind. Pay attention to that. Write these down. Take y'all notes and go back and look at these and see if the books that y'all use get these lines up, because a lot of these is steals. Malik Monk went off last night. Huerter sat. He sat last night. Is that why they got him questionable? So okay, so even if you want to do that, right, we can go. Just to be on the safe side, let's see. Malik, no lines. Oh, we don't even know what his lines are. But just to be on the safe, I still can see his field goal attempts. 6-16, 2-7. I still can see what he do. 6-16, 2-7. 6-16. 2-7. All right, so I don't know we don't know what his line gonna be yet, but I would pay attention to basically you can take over if it's still like 8.5 as well. You can take over whoever this shooting guard line is. I done put in both of their filters for the type of players they are, and they're still giving up more points to that shooting guard on whether it's Huerter or Malik Monk. So keep that in mind. We just gotta wait and see who gonna play, who not. But I would still target those points for whatever shooting guard play today, for Sacramento Kings. I check everybody. If you're new to the stream, just sit back, chill. It'll be up. I think we ain't even got they on the bottom. I check everybody, and if you missed it, every video every day is posted on YouTube after for you to sit there, play, pause, go back, whatever you may miss. So threes. So they got DeMar DeRozan. They're giving up a lot of threes to small forwards. But are you giving up a lot of threes to small forwards who shoot the amount of threes that he shoot, which is he shot 7 threes. See, this is kind of deceptive. It was Toronto. I'll put it in there. I'll put it in there. Even though it's like, take away this revenge game at Toronto. You don't shoot like that. You don't shoot over 3 threes. But I guess I'll put it in there for the average. I'll put it in there. Fuck it. Between 1 to 7 threes. So we got value on super value. They're giving up 3 threes still to DeMar DeRozan, even shooting the amount of threes. Watch this. I'm gonna keep the 1-7. We're gonna look at it. But look if you take away, if you go less than 4 threes. If you take away that game against Toronto, it's like one. But we'll look at it because he did shoot it, so it don't matter. You shot him, so we still got to do ourselves a service. You get 2 threes for DeMar DeRozan, which he hit last game, if that matter, at plus 280 on DraftKings. So there's value that they're giving up a lot of threes to shooting guards. Who is we looking at? Miami. So there is value in DeMar DeRozan threes today. You can get 2 threes at plus 280. You can get the 3 threes at plus 600 or plus 900 on Hard Rock if you want to push it to the limit. They're giving up 3 on 5 attempts. You got so much patience, Banner. No, that just come from 5 years of streaming, bro. You had to know me in year 1 and year 2. I had to understand that when people watch you, some like care about like what's going on. Most only there to give a fuck about what they give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that. That's where the patience. It just come from 5 years of streaming, bro. I used to spaz, but I'm like, I can't be that guy. Like, read. You just got to read over certain. You know how? Yeah. And that come from being a father though. But I'm getting there. I'm a work in progress myself. We are. We trying to get right. What is a good vig range? I mean, that's a whole different topic conversation. That's EV. That's when you're dealing with EV. That ain't nothing but the juice on the book. Damn, you a king for posting these as videos too every day. Because I get it. I try to go live between 9 and 9:30. Some people might be at work, might miss something. But if you like me, even seeing it, I'm better when I can go in, play pause, and really understand what you're talking about. Really understand what's going on. Speaking of like that VIG, again, that's something in that video that's posted. I went over every aspect of what Doink got to offer when it come to VIG odds, when it's EV, all that is in that video that's posted. All right, Keegan Murray, y'all, we move. Keegan Murray. They're giving up 10 rebounds on 15 rebound chances, right? Now, what do we want to do? We want to filter this to rebound chances. For those who don't know, rebound chances is very important because a rebound chance is when the ball come off the rim, your direction. Do that mean you get them all? No. They might have got the offensive rebound, or one of your own teammates might have came through and grabbed it. But the ball bounced your way. That's why it's a rebound chance. A potential assist is when you pass it to a person, but they missed the shot. That's a potential. So, like, for instance, like right here, he had 1 assist. He could have had 4 assists. 3 people that he passed it to missed the shot. But that gives you a better picture of why rebounds or assists, you can't just really like focus on that number. You got to pay attention to their chances. This game, he had 4 rebounds. He could have had 10. 10 times the ball came his way. I don't know what happened or how he didn't get it, but you want people for rebounds that's getting rebound chances. You want people for assists that got a lot of potential assists, meaning that they're going to pass it to people in positions. 2-3 made 3-pointers. I'm at work right now. I got packets in the back doing research with you. That's what it's about. Somebody said it on Twitter earlier. Like, I got my blunt and my notepad ready. So, rebounds, y'all. They're giving up 10 rebounds. His line is 6.5, which out the gate. This is what I want y'all to really identify. Out the gate, this is a good read on this line. The nigga line is 6.5 rebounds, right? You getting it at plus 102. Oh, shit. Look, hey. They just dropped it that fast. The line is the same, but the odds was plus money. I was just about to say, when you see that this line, the actual line is plus money, and he averaging more than the line, and they're giving up more than the line, it's not even a question. I'm jumping on 6.5 out the gate. That fast, y'all. As soon as I just mentioned it, it went from plus 105 on FanDuel to minus 113 to a favorited line. When you see that they average more than the line and the team give up more than the line, out the gate, go grab that prop. Whether you plan it as a solo straight or you going to use that for a parlay piece. That's like a no-brainer out the gate. But we want the gems. We want the ones that we can take above their lines. If you hear for alt lines going in the minus 200-300, odds, this is not the video or stream for you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And anybody who been in here for 4 days, know that. If you looking for them type of odds because you nervous and you want to play it safe, this ain't that video. Ever. Ever. So the rebounds, all we need to do is plug in these rebound chances, and let's see if a person with the chances that Murray get, it still makes sense, which is 10 to 16 range. They're still giving up 8. They're still giving up 8.8 rebounds, 9 rebounds to him. So you are not wrong for going in here and going up to 8, which you can get at plus 170 on Fanatics, 165 on FanDuel, and 140 on DraftKings, which 3 of these will get you to plus 1,000. That's your 10 to 1. You don't need to have 6, 7, 8 legs. So there is super value in damn show in Keegan's 6.5 line, but pushing it up to 8 is some value there. Somebody said it was rebound. Do you go over to Monday? It's rebound assist. All right, more than you said rebound assist. So so look, before I do that, let's see. Rebound assist. You are absolutely correct. Now, we got rebounds already filtered. Let's add the assist. So we need to make sure that everything aligns. Assists. So 1 to 5. See how that rebound and assist switched? Now you basically gonna be relying on that from all rebounds, because when the assist is like his, it kind of it bring down that average. So as of now, the only thing I seen that I liked is I'm willing to take up to 8 if that's a play I decide to take. But it's a great read in taking his rebounds. Seeing that before the filter and even after the filter is well over his. Wow, y'all, look, they bumped this line. Oh no, they did not. That was me. Okay, yeah. So seeing before and after the filter that Miami is just giving up a lot of rebounds to power forwards before and after. It's a lot of value. It's some value in Keegan Murray's. And look, if y'all want to push the limit on the 10 that they actually give up, we can go see what 10 is. You're getting 10 at plus 425 on DraftKings, plus 390 on FanDuel. So hydrate for sure. So even if you want to push the limit all the way up to 10, which he's gotten the last 2 games, 3 of the 3 games this season, you getting that at plus 390, plus 425 on DraftKings. If you got Fanatics, which is fuck Fanatics for me, they won't let me lay no money down. Plus 475 on Fanatics if you got Fanatics. There's super value in an 8 and 10 ladder for Keegan Murray tonight against Miami. Yeah, they won't let a nigga do nothing. All right, we move. Terry Rozier assist. I had his assist the other day and he sold me. It was this game too. Look, I was looking at all this and I'm like, what? Oh my God, wow. This make it even worse. I had him for 6 assists, y'all. Y'all remember, because I've been doing this with y'all. Whoever they played, remember Terry Rozier had another spot where the team gave up a lot of assists. I had him for 6 at like plus 300, and he had 3. But now that I look at this, I'm really pissed off because he should have had 9 assists. That's why I pay attention to this. Like, damn, like 6 people couldn't hit a shot off the pass. So that just let me know that the read was there. He should have had 9 assists that game and had 3. That's crazy. Keegan rebounds, correct. That's rebounds. That is correct. Keegan Murray rebounds has put 6.5 look like money. I cannot use that LOCK word. That looked like money. He averaged more than 6.5 rebounds. They give up 10 or whatever. 8 and 10 definitely has value. Because even after we put in the filters, it was still around those numbers. No. The rebound, no. The rebounds was for Keegan. The rebounds are Keegan. Up to 10. We about to look at Terry Rozier assists. This is assists. So we just got to fill in his potentials. A person who passed like Terry. Scary Terry, y'all. Little fun fact. I've been knowing Terry, I don't know how long. He went to Shaker. I'm from Cleveland, so Shaker is like a little 5-minute suburb. But my little cousin that used to come to my studio and rap, they was best friends. So Terry used to be at my house in the studio with us all the time, which is crazy. See, like everything just changed. When I put in like players who pass in a system like him, because look at this. See, this is why you have to do filters. This number is so high. Look at these last three players' potential, but clearly 15 potential. He don't pass like a Keontae George. He ain't never seen 15. 26. He don't pass like a Trey Young in that system. 19. He don't pass like a Davion Mitchell. So you want to get them type of players that he's not even in the same boat as out the way to make your average seem more accurate on what you're looking at. Trying to remember them all. You better get to writing this shit down. or again, divide to be posted. But if I was you, you should be writing these people down and them props. And then if you want to do your own research or whatnot, by all means, you can, just to narrow down what you want. Trying to remember is insane. So it's a no for me, y'all. If you don't care about the filters and you just feel like looking at that they giving up 8, that's perfectly fine. They'll give you 6. Even 6, they'll give you at plus 290. They'll give you 6 at plus 290. He averages 7 attempts. Potential assists. So you're getting value at 6. If you want to go up to the 8 that they actually allow, you can get that at plus 1100 on DraftKings. So for me, after adding it, I'm cool on it. But if you just care about the actual position itself and what they allow and feeling like he can go over, you're not wrong for that. I've told y'all, like, the potential, as long as the potentials make sense, he averaged 7 potential a game. Putting in my notes app now. Oh yeah, I'm building while watching. You're smart. No lines out for Bulls games. Okay. Terry rebounds look good. Why his line? You talking about the 4? Yeah, for sure. And again, it's too many games, so I'm looking for the value for y'all. But like I told y'all, and that's why I keep saying it, out the gate, without me saying a word, if a person line over here, if it's green that they averaging more and the team average more, by all means, the line is good money. If you look at that, if you want to make sure, like the rebound chances, just put in the player rebound chances. So he going like 6 to 17. Now you done got to even make it more. He's averaging 5 rebounds. They give up 5 rebounds. It's not bright green given ladder, but that 3.5 look like money. Which you can get that minus 120 on DraftKings, minus 122. It just be too many games, so I'm trying to find the super value. But without it being said, if you see double greens, meaning they average and the defense allow average is higher than, it's both green and higher than the line, out the gate. That's good money. Saw somebody say Chris Paul assists today. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We definitely gonna find out. All right, so who is this? Sacramento. They're giving up. We look like we're getting some money on the threes and rebounds as far as what they allow. But 3-point attempts, 1 to 3, he ain't shooting a lot. Boom, that go down to the average as I thought it would. So the threes out the window. Rebounds, we could definitely see since that's caught our attention. And where's his rebound chances? 9 to 14. Boom. So it stayed around his average. So still, again, Jimmy Butler rebounds 4.5. It looked good. He averaging 6. They give up 5. And the books has it favored it at minus 115. Pinnacle ain't got it up yet, but I'm interested in seeing what they say. If you got like a prize picks and underdogs, even though y'all don't see odds, every odd has a probability. So that's why they saying minus 137. So for y'all who don't know that, the odds basically got a probability. So basically it's favored if you want to take that on prize picks or underdog if you do DFS. So lines look good again. Them filters change everything when you get to looking at. We back on this guy. See, this make it tough too, seeing this. Had him ladder for the points, you couldn't hit a shot. 1 for 7 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. That matters. That means that the read was there. He wasn't hitting his shots. But he in another position today. Power forwards allow 14 points. His line is only 7.5. So let's take his field goal attempts and see if you still allowing that. 7 to 15. When I see like a boom, we still in there. But we're gonna add his threes too though, because that's another form of scoring. Let's just filter these threes. 4 to 7 threes a game. Okay, now look, this is why I tell you that. Don't be afraid to filter because you're gonna find super gems. This shit was dark green before, and it's dark green after us taking players that play like a Jovic as far as like scoring, as far as shooting production, right? So this might be the first super gem we done found today, for real. We done found some spots, but like where you can go high. What up with it, Daily? Well, you can go high. So his line is 7.5. This will scare people. 7.5 is going to scare people. Why? Because they're going to see out the gate as plus money. But plus 100 is 50-50. That's going to scare people out the gate. Me, that's like this is a straight that's going to get played regardless. It's plus money. I ain't got to pair you. I ain't greedy. I ain't even got to pair this with nothing. You averaging over 8. They giving up well over 8 before and after the filter. 8 points is like a no-brainer. Drop your nuts and your lips. Honey, you know the model. But that's the thing though, Sean. You gotta take might out. Let this shit tell you. But it do though. It definitely is. Like we about to look at all this because these points is sticking out. So 7.5 is plus 100 on DraftKings and Fanatics. Even FanDuel minus 104. That's gonna scare people. I just know how people think. That's gonna scare people anyway. Oh my God, I gotta go to 6.5. They go instead of taking 7.5 at plus money when all this makes sense, they're gonna still find a way to go here. Cause they think that seeing a minus first make it more safer. That's just how most people operate. When your line is plus money and it make this much damn sense, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. 10 points plus 210. For 10 points tonight, it's plus 210, which he's gotten 3 out of 5 games this year. You're getting plus 210 at 10 points on DraftKings. We still under 17, so you know where we going. What? I thought I was going to have to go to 15, y'all. 12 points. We still well under 17. It's plus 400 on DraftKings. What about his points and rebounds? I added the rebounds in so we can see what it do. You getting plus 400, y'all, for 12 points for Jovic tonight. Seeing that they give up 17 after the filter, and it was like 19 or something before the filter. So it's just they giving up a lot of points. 15 is plus 600 on FanDuel. Trying to see without going over. Okay, so there's value in all of this. Starting at 10. You can go 10 and 13, and what was it? 11 and a half, 10, 11 and a half, and 15 points all have super value. Seeing that all of those are way under what they allow into his position. So Jovic is in another good spot, which kind of is like the way I look at it, y'all. When most people, when they get sold, they stay away from a player. I think the other way. I think when you come off a bad game or two, the one thing that I do take into account is you overdo. So when I see a person have a bad game, I feel like you overdo. And look, pay attention, y'all. Look, 15, 10. Just like when you have a bunch of good games, you do the decline. I think the opposite way. 15, 10, go to 6. After that 6-point game, he come right back out and get 10. Now he had a 3-point game last game. You don't think that as a grown man, that's a professional with pride, that you coming out not knowing like I got to be better than last game. So that make it better for me when I like something and you actually coming off of a bad game. I'm trying to catch you when you going up instead of like, damn, this motherfucker gonna score 40 points 5 games in a row. He due for a regression game. Like I don't want to be on that game. I want to catch you when you lacking, when the book's gonna give you a lower line and take you to go do something higher than that. So just keep that in mind as well. So he's due for a good game coming off this 3-point game, shooting 1 for 7. I mean, and then you take 1 for 7. He missed 6 shots. He could have had 10 points that game. He literally could have 2 for 5. He could have had 10 points every game this season. Why do you choose last 5 over this season? Because when you do filters, a lot of times, like, look, when you get to add them filters, a lot of times you might have 1, 2, or no people in this specific season that play like that. So I only do last 5 because we've been doing these filters. Which is, think about it. I mean, last 5 is this season, but when I get to add filters, sometimes you're going to start seeing maybe the last couple people from the last season, and I try to keep at least 5 games minimum on here to keep a more accurate average, if that makes sense. Is it because it's too early? No, it's not because it's too early, because a lot of times I keep it on here. But when you get, look, I'm going to show you a perfect example. Watch this. I'm going to leave it on this year. What was the other one that y'all said that looked good? Hold on. Where we at? Okay, rebounds. So points and rebounds. So let's do rebounds. You'll see what I'm talking about. And it don't happen for every person, but for most it do. 6 to 13. All right, 5. His line is 3.5. He averaging more than that. He's getting that 5. So us seeing that the average, y'all, so keep that in mind. By the point average being the same, being higher, and the rebound, if you afraid to take his points or his rebound, scroll down and take the combo. Take the points rebounds, which is 16. Hold on, let me add his field goal attempts back. What was it? 7 to 15. Let's do this. You see how we only got 2 games? Fried beans, you see how I went down to 2 games? Yeah, we can use these, but like the more games, the better the average. So it's like me doing it this way make it more appealing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now look at that, y'all. We done put in his field goal attempts, his rebounds, PR. If they please give me an alt on this. Hold on, points, rebounds. We can go this route. Plus 140. Okay, ain't really no value there. So you're gonna have to pick one of the two, the points or the rebounds. Rebounds. Let's go to rebounds. His line is 4. They're giving up 6, so let's see what they'll give us for 6 rebounds. You're getting 6 rebounds at plus 240 tonight for Jovic. So you got value in his 6 rebounds, and you got value in his ladder points tonight, up to 15 points. So there's value in Jovic points up to 15 and rebounds up to 6. If you don't want to take neither, or if you're afraid to take one or the other, points and rebounds look like the way to go. If you rather take the combo. Time to get rich. What's up, Flipper? Appreciate that follow. Martinez, appreciate the follow. I got the thing. Turn these back on. So keep that in mind. There's value in his points, rebounds. If you rather just go the safer route, take the points and rebounds combo. It's not no value far as laddering, like a potential, like that way as far as that. Lavish, appreciate the follow. But it is value in points laddered, rebounds laddered. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's the only reason why, bro. Because if I keep it on the season, which I'm trying to do, when you get to filtering these people, they might not have played a lot of players that played like that this season yet. We go another month, I'll never have to do last 5. We'll be able to get everything we need out of just this year alone. But why it's like 6, 7 games, once you get to filtering, it's going to go down. So that's the only reason I had it on last 5. But I'm trying to look at this as far as like the average. So, okay, boom. So the value here was what? Jovic. Let's just do a recap real quick of that. His points, his rebounds. Rozier's, what was it? Go back to last 5. Rozier's rebounds. And one of them points. But it was something else. What was it with Keegan, y'all? Wasn't it something with him? Keegan Murray rebounds. Keegan Murray rebounds ladder to 10. Keep that in mind. Rebounds. Appreciate y'all. See, I told y'all I can't do this without y'all. Writing everything down. And again, y'all, if you missed anything, every day these videos will be posted on YouTube right after. So y'all can go back, play pause, any games you may have missed. So always remember, y'all, pay attention to these spreads. 7.5. We still under that 10-point spread. Try to stay away from them double digit. They don't got no lines for this game, except for Laurie. and I ain't touching you. I have a thing, y'all, me personally, I don't touch nobody who first game back off an injury. I don't give a fuck who you is. If it's your first game back, I don't know what type of minutes they about to do, whether they say he on a minutes restriction or not. I don't touch players first game back from injuries. Rozier, Rozier assist. Yeah, Rozier assist. Rozier assist. My bad. They're not gonna give us lines for nothing in this game. But Zach, there ain't nothing going on against small forwards. See, this be the bad part about it. Like, it's so many questionables. They don't know how to price these players, so they not gonna give you no lines till they know who playing. How would you research for a triple double when points, rebound, assists is all dark green or even green? If your averages is all green in every category, points, rebound, assists, we talking triple double. It or fried beans. If you want to, you can do this. You can put up triple double as a column and see how many triple doubles they've given up to that position. You can do it that way too, though. But I'm more of a break it down. Don't just tell me a person got a triple double. I need to see that you allowing double digit points, double digit assists, double digit rebounds on average. And I'm thinking triple double, but you can use this. Jovic 10 points, Rosie 6 assists, Murray 8 rebounds, plus 22-11 on FanDuel. My boy Flipper already know how this shit go. That's a great read, and that's a great parlay with great odds. For something that we've all looked at with our own eyes. Player props. All right, we moved, y'all. I'm sorry that ain't nothing there, but shit, you gonna get us through these games any damn way. All these games, man. Oh, let's go back to the season for sure. Yeah, my brother messaging me. Hold on. No. Let me see what you talking about. All right, so let's go. Like I said, this helps y'all narrow it down, y'all. It's helping y'all narrow down these big ass slates, a lot of games. Just scroll till you see defensive deficiencies. You don't have to see a number, you see it. Boom, OG, out the gate. Like, we don't have to stop or no, we can just scroll till we see it. OG, they're giving up 9 rebounds to OG's position. To OG position. Hold on, y'all. One second. All right, my bad, y'all. Damn, man. One thing about this city, man, I just had my brother was messaging me or whatever. Like, one of my closest friends I grew up with got killed last night. I'm over here looking on this damn remembrance page. It be some crazy shit, y'all. Stay out the way. I know that's outside of. Stay out the way. Get your money. Stay out the way. So the rebounds, we got to make sure that these rebound chances is around OGs. What he getting? 5 to 8. See, hey, look. See how it ain't nobody this year under them situations? So you gotta go I gotta go last 5. Gotta go last 5. So the rebounds, they went all the way up from like potential of was I putting the right number? 5 to 8. Was that rebounds? Yeah. So it went from like ladder potential to now we just like damn near at your average of 4.5, which they giving up 5. It went from 9 to 5. But again, look, the averages are that high because 19, 18, 17. He don't hawk rebounds like that, looking at his rebound chances. So I don't need to see these numbers. This is going to blur this average for me to make me think it's something there when it's really not. Yeah, you can't send links in the chat. Yeah, you can't send links in here. They gonna time your ass out every time. Um, a giving y'all while we right here assists. It's not a ladder. It don't give ladder potential, but he averaging more assists than his line. They're giving up more assists than his line. So his 1.5 assists, which is minus 125 on ESPN bets, that's a good bet to make. But we looking at those places that we could potentially take you over your lines, get us some ladders, make us some potential good money on parlays without having to use too many pieces. Okay, 4 threes to Jalen Green. Now, since it's only threes, we only got to do the threes. If it would have been points, you want to do threes and points, all the ways you can score. But since it's threes, we're going to just take his attempts. We're going to do 8 to 15. See, like right here, I don't take this. If it's only one game of 5, I'm not about to put that in there. You really ain't never been lower than 8. So 8 to 15 threes a game, which is a lot of goddamn threes. 8 to 15 threes. That shit went up even higher. Peep, y'all. Let me see if it was only in this season. Okay, if y'all want to take these 2 games, fuck it. 7 threes they giving up to anybody who shoot the amount of threes that Jalen Green shoot. 7. If you want to take the last 5, which is going to take you into last season, but give you more games for a more accurate average, we still at 5. We at 5 threes a game to a shooting guard that shoot like Jalen Green in the last 5. And just alone this season, if you want to just keep it here, is 7. His line is 3, which he averages 4. These are dumb lines. That's why I be saying, do your part. You'll find dumbass lines. The books fuck up. Why is his line 3 threes and he averaged 4 and they giving up 7 to his position? All right, whatever. Your fault. So they giving up 30 to shooting guards. Again, right, like you can come off. He coming off a 1 for 5 game. He ain't never hit less than 5 threes, but last game. But there's super value. Only thing that, there's super value potential. Like I tell y'all before, the value only matters if you can get odds over plus 200 without going over the average allowed, if that makes sense. So we see 7 is the highest. If we can get to plus 200 or more without having to go over the average allowed, like we pushing a limit, that's when you know it got value. But just seeing bright green already let you know value potential. 4 threes is plus money. 5 threes is plus 450 on DraftKings, plus 330 on FanDuel. Last 5 games, going into last season, they're giving up 5. This season alone, they're giving up 7. So if you want to keep going, 6 threes is plus 600, plus 850 on Fanatics. That is a big difference. I wouldn't touch this, me personally. I'm not touching no plus 600 when it's a plus 850 for the same prop anywhere. That is a $250 difference in making that same exact play. I put 100 on that on Fanatics. You put 100 on FanDuel. I made $250 more than you, and we played the same thing. Make it make sense. That's why line shopping is so essential. 7 threes, which is still, we pushed it to the limit of the average, and we didn't go over it. It's plus 1,300 on FanDuel. There is super value tonight in Jalen Green threes, especially seeing that he's coming off of 1 3 last game. There is super value in Jalen Green's threes tonight. So there you go. And that's before and after filtering players who shoot like him. And that matters, again, because, like, what else do I got filtered up here? You see, I like the 3-point. Oh, shit. That's why. The 3-point is like 4, right? But you got like a person right here with 4 3 attempts. He shoot way more threes than an Ivy, or at least in this specific game. So I want that shit off the way to make this average as accurate as possible. I only care about what y'all doing against those type of players similar to who you playing today by the numbers of their field goal 3 attempts. It's showing you how they use their aggressiveness and how they're used in that team system. So definitely those filters is game changing. There's value in Jalen Green threes tonight. Bright. Okay, 4 assists for Jabari, which he's gotten 1 time, but that don't hold no weight. I don't care about what you did. Just go to potentials. Between 1 and 5. All right, now it changed everything. It went from ladder possibility to just literally his line 1.5, y'all give up 2, which he's averaging less than. So I'm not entertaining that line. Not saying you can't get it, but I'm not entertaining that at all. No, I do not. Can you please check Fred VanVleet points? Where's Fred at? What about him? Ain't nothing to check. He averaged less than his line. They giving up 16. They not it ain't no weakness in that defense against point guards. That's why I skipped him. Like I said, I told you, I don't go over every player. I don't stop till I see bright green on the right. I only in these big ass slates, I only hunt where the defensive is lacking at. Everything else to me is a blur. It's too many people, too many games. If it ain't bright green, meaning the defense has a weakness there, on to the next. I don't give a damn how many games I skip through. Again, that's what I need anyway. I'm trying to figure out how not to get overwhelmed with 15 games with all 30 teams playing tonight. So I have no problem with skipping over a player, a game, if nothing in there tell me it's a weakness in that defense. On to the next every time. That's how you break down these bigger slates to work for you without seeing the without being overwhelmed. Before the filters. Again, if the filters don't matter to you, Aiden, take the points. I didn't look. It's 15, right? But you got people in here. The only thing that's making this average 15 is this 37-point game, bruh. Now look, this is a perfect example of why I do filters. Perfect example. This is a 37-point game. This 37-point game is what made this average go up, right? Without even looking at the field goal attempts. Do y'all think Jabari Smith Jr. and Jason Tatum are on the same level of usage on their team? Do y'all think those two are even close to usage? I don't care about the player. I ain't even saying about who better. Usage. Do you think these two players in their respective systems are used the same in their systems? Fuck no. Fuck no. Jason Tatum shot 18 times. He shot 18 times last game, but on average, he's shooting 11 times a game. That's why I filter to eliminate people that y'all not alike in usage or in those systems, because it's gonna blur the average. That's the whole reason. Take out anything that don't play nothing like or is used nothing like the player I'm looking at. That will not even close. So I take out this 37. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to take out this 37. I'll even do under 17 just to take him out. Less than 18 attempts. Just take that out. I just want the other 4 games. Look how this number just changed by taking out that 37 points that Tatum got, which we know on 18 attempts is very much possible. When he don't shoot like that, I'm not taking you doing that one time. That's why I love averages. Give me like an average number where you give me like a median of the person. This one game of 18 is out of body for you. You 11 on average, about 11 shots a game type of player. I don't want to see no Tatum numbers up here. That's going to make this average shoot up. You took Tatum out. Now we looking at motherfuckers who around his type of usage in those systems, if that makes sense. Was on some 2K shit. Yeah, he was letting that bitch go, burn one. Is that say Badumble? Is that how you say that? Appreciate that follow. So that's why filters matter. Make these averages as accurate as possible. Look right here. Like his rebounds, he averaged 12 a game. They only give up 7 a game. They're only giving up 7 a game. But what you can do with this, those players right there don't look like they're the type of players who rebound like him. It looked like his rebound chances are way higher than theirs. So that changed everything. Okay, so look, y'all. 9.5. But for 10 rebounds, it's plus money on FanDuel. He averaged 12. When I went to people who rebound like along the lines of him, with chances wise, it went up to 12. So there is some value in Sengun 10 rebounds tonight. And it's really value in it because you're giving it to me at plus money, seeing that he averaged more than 10 and they give up more than 10 to players with high rebound chances who camp around the paint. So there is some value in Sengun's rebounds tonight, the actual line, since it's already plus money without having the alternate. Is this tool only available on PC? No, hell no. This on the phone. Well, no, it's not an app, but you can go to the website. I meant on your phone. That's what I meant. So I guess in a sense, I may be PC if it's on your website. It just look better on. Yeah, it's just less you gotta like zoom in and zoom out on. So there's some value in keep that in mind, y'all. In Sengun rebounds. Here we go. Assists. They giving up 8.6 to point guards. Now this should stay high because of the potentials that a LaMelo Ball got. Let's go 10 and 19. It went up one. I'm about to say with a person who passed like LaMelo, even though he be jacking, this motherfucker averaged 12 3 attempts, y'all. So his line is 6.5. They're giving up 9 to people who actually have the potential as high as him. So 7.5 is plus money. So 8 is plus money. Nobody give you that. Oh, you can get 9 on what is this? On Hard Rock and Fanatics at plus 260 and plus 300, which they're allowing to point guards with high potentials like a LaMelo Ball. So keep that in mind. So it's not, y'all know what I'm looking for. It's value here for parlay pieces, but it's not like ladder potential. Like I got to go to 10 to get the plus 360. I'm not going over the actual average. Appreciate the gifted sub, honey, to Flipper. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Okay, we got Josh Green, but I know this shit gonna go down because look at these. Like, look, y'all. Look at the most times he done shot in the game. 6, right? I know this shit about to go down out the gate. Look at these lines that's over here that's bringing this average up. 18 attempts, you're not shooting at. 19, you're not shooting at. 18, you're not shooting at. Even 10, you're not shooting at. I know how to do it without having to do this, but for the ones who getting more familiar with it, I would suggest you use these filters till your naked eye can peep what's going on. But I guarantee you this about to drop. That shit just dropped tremendously when you go to players who got the body type of work like a Josh Green. That shit just changed tremendously. That's why these filters matter. This shit looking out of body. But if you want to, if you don't care, I'll always go through still. If you don't care about the necessary filter and you saying they still give up 20 to small forwards, 10, you can get at 240. But that's how I like it, Aiden Jack. I don't want it to. The thing with me is I don't want that motherfucker to have a lot of gems. I don't want that because now I'm rattled. And I tell people all the time, the tricky thing about parlays is, and I guarantee you, all 110 of y'all have experienced this. Finding the props ain't the hard thing. Finding the props, finding the gems, finding the value is not the hard part. If you are not a person who plays straight bets, the hardest part of all this shit is the right pair. It never fails. We all have seen, you might have 4 players that you love, and you make 2 two-mans, and both of them bitches sell by winning, and the first thing you think is, I should have had him with him. Pairing is by far the hardest part. Combining them bitches is the hardest part to this shit. So I don't want to have to. I'm hoping when I go through. Appreciate this. Your sub goal of 100 was completed. Thank y'all. Appreciate the prime sub, Shine. I'm hoping it ain't a lot because it's gonna make it to where I don't have to think too hard in which pieces I want to put together or play in solo ladders. I like when and I'm showing y'all that for that reason because I do know that the average person is going to get dumb overwhelmed with a 15-game NBA slate. They don't even know where to start researching that when it's that many damn games and props to play. So it's best to try to hunt those defensive deficiencies so that you know it's going to eliminate a lot of games and a lot of players if I just focus on what teams and defenses give up a lot to that position. Pairing is the hardest shit ever. That's why everybody can't hit a parlay every day. That is by far the hardest thing ever. It's pairing these motherfuckers. I just linked my mom's Amazon Prime. We locked in. Oh God, hey, by any means. I swear to God, going through what hockey goes right now on a 2-man. Yeah, when you got like too many pieces you like, it's hard to figure out which ones to put with which ones. So most people gonna split it and play a couple here, play a couple there, and then they both end up losing by one leg. And you like, fuck, if I'd have kept the other ones with the fuck all that. Fuck all that. So points, y'all, we see this shit as smoke and mirrors. That shit is not right with a person who ain't shooting more than 6 times a game. But we got more. Rebounds. Let's see if we can potentially get some value on these rebounds when we put a person who hawk rebounds like a 4 to 8 range. So it went down from it's at the 4. He averages 2. They got him heavily favored, so that went away. Was it another one? Assists. Anything that's bright green, I'm willing to go into deeper and filter it. So he's never got less than 4. Oh, literally equal to 3. He's gotten 3 every game, which is weird as hell. It's the same number. That went down. You get what I'm saying? So like, pay attention to that. If you want to entertain the points and the rebounds, what I would suggest you do is come down here and just take his points rebounds. If you really that adamant on it, I would take his points rebounds. If you're scared of taking one of the others, seeing that they give up so many points to his position and so many rebounds, a better read for Josh Green to kind of make it make sense for you would be to probably just go P plus R. Take the P and R. Round robin. That's true. Play your straights. You know I'm playing them. So I've learned my lesson. It didn't take me long and too much money to figure out when I got to keep losing by one legs to just play my straights. I looked at 4 legs. I used to be like, 3 out of the 4 hit. If I'd have played this as 4 solo bets, I would have been in the green. I'd have went 3 out of 4. Because I keeps it 100. We love a good straight. You know we gonna play our straights. I can't speak for the next. Them straights will be activated for sure. All right, we got Miles Bridges. They're giving up 4 threes on 7 attempts to his position. Where we at? Oh, 3 attempts. Let's just make sure, that we getting people that's shooting in body like him. So we're gonna go 3 threes to the most shooting shot in the game this season was 10. So you still at that three threes range, y'all, for Miles Bridges. So let's see if they're giving us some value on it. It's a parlay piece. You can get 3 threes at plus 180. That's not a ladder piece for me. If you knew, y'all should know by now with me. When I get to that, like as I'm going up, if I ain't getting if I'm not getting 2 times my money minimum, meaning plus 200 or more on the alt lines without going over the average, I'm not even thinking ladder. But you can get his 3 threes, which they allow to people shooting around 6 times a game at plus 190. Oh, but it's plus 210 on Bally's. I don't think I've ever had that sports book. Move accordingly. Appreciate the prime sub. Straights have kept me afloat forever. I haven't deposited money in over a month. They always will. They're always going to balance out your bankroll every time. Grant Williams, I mean. This sorry motherfucker. So let's see. They're giving up 18 points to Grant Williams' position. He's shooting the ball 6 to 7 times, literally. 6 to 7 times a game. Gotta go last. Oh, so hold on. I gotta figure out. Should I do? Okay. Oh, just do less than 8. He ain't never shot over 8. So let's just do less than 8. It's still at 10, but it ain't giving this no more. Where it's just like, oh my God. But for those who don't care, his line is 10. If you're not wrong for going to go see him, he'll give you 15 points for him at plus 360 on DraftKings today. He gotten it one time this season if you care about trends. So still seeing that they give up 18 points to his position, you're not wrong for taking this for 15. You under the average of that position. If you just want to be more a little accurate, you definitely can go about it that way. In the words of Britt, slept with them straights. Oh God. You can look at it. You can entertain the 15 at plus 360, but just looking at his usage, as far as like his style of play in that offense, is not really giving that. Rebounds is another one, but of course we're gonna look and see in between rebound chances, about 5 to 12, depending on who you play. That was brought down too. But again, you can go in here since they're giving up 7. His line is 5. Look and see what they give you for 6. Plus money, 7, plus 190, plus 210 on Hard Rock if you have it. Grant Williams did. JT Dirt, yeah. I don't fuck with Grant Williams kind. Yo, I'm watching that work and I'm in and out. Did you cover Giddy assists? No, it wasn't nothing up there. We passed. Oh no, they're not giving us their lines. That's what it was. They're not giving us their lines yet. It wasn't no lines available for that. All right, here we go. We got Mike Conley from the naked eye. They're giving up a lot of shit to his position. Start with points. We'll go off field goal. Like a 4 to 9, depending on the game, but you still staying within that range. And then I'll put your threes because that's another form of points. Where's your 3-point attempts? Like 4 to 7. So you can get this 10. I mean, again, those averages dropped from this. And again, like, you got to pay attention. These are people who shooting 14 times. Like, look at this, Dame Lillard. Why the hell would I want to see Dame Lillard average affecting anything I'm looking at? Him and Mike Conley not even remotely in the same universe of usage and style of play in those offenses. I don't want to see that shit. Take all that out. 12s and 11. Take them people out. That's not, look, I mean, tell us. That's not a Mike Conley. That's not Mike Conley. Take that shit out and give me more accurate people around the people who, with the usage and production in that offense as a Mike Conley. Like, I don't want to see that. Assists. Okay, hold on. We'll go rebounds. Let's do rebounds, though. But we still going to do our due diligence. Every time you see bright green, I would definitely lock in on it and just make sure. 3 to 9 attempts. 3 to 9. That came down. Assist was another one. But still, I only want to see... We going 5 to 10. That come down. See, it comes down. Potential assists. 18 by Trae Young, 15 by Davion Mitchell. Like, don't show me them motherfuckers on here when I'm looking at. That's not even the same type of offense. Enjoying it, appreciate that. I hope so. I hope everybody picking up on some gems. Points, assists, points, rebounds. I'll filter all 3 again. No, let's do, hold on. What's the highest? Points, assists, PRA. So we got to go potentials between 5 and 10. And let's see if any of these combos still stick out. 5 to 10, rebound chances. 3 to 9. And we'll just do field goal attempts. What was his field goals? 4 to 9. See, when you start filtering it to people like that, all this shit go from bright green to nah. Then that was the ones where it looked like a good read, and then you don't understand why it's so. That's just more so like going a little deeper into it, and then when you do those, it'll make sense when you get the filter, and they're like, okay, they're not allowing that. Once I seen that, it might look like bright green at first, and then you play it, and then it don't hit, and you'll be like, damn, how the read was like. But then you go back in and filter it, you'll be like, okay, I also can see why it didn't. It makes sense now. So do yourself that service, because bright green is going to automatically catch your attention, which is good. It don't hurt you to put these in so you only see light play. Again, they're going to add the feature back this week. I'm having them bring it back. It used to be a feature up here that used to say same. Appreciate the follow, right? It used to say similar players. And y'all see how I'm manually doing the filters? When you literally one click, it'll be back this week. When you click similar players, it's going to do all the filters where it's like-minded minutes, field goals, rebound chances, points, assists, and it'll go from like these players, you'll click similar players, and it'll do all the filtering I'm doing manually in one click. So that'll also help out as well. I just know how to work this system. I've been here from the beginning, so I know how to manually filter, but y'all won't have to do that much longer. None of us will. Y'all are seeing a couple streams coming up in the next few days that similar players will be back up here. And we'll click it, and it'll do all that for us. Filter right out all the people that it's lower or less usage than that actual player. But right now, It don't hurt me, you know what I'm saying? I got number time. Like for me to go in here and do these filter field goals myself. I have no problem with that. 5 to 11 attempts. And then we're gonna still just make sure because they shoot threes. Threes is another form of points. So you definitely, when you looking at filtering their points, do field goals and threes. So let's just say let's say 2 to 6. See, it changes it changes everything when you do that. Now you only showing me players with the kind of production that he have on average. You know what I'm saying? It's showing you those players that's gonna shoot in those type of positions, like in that system. Crazy too. Just subscribe to Doink. Oh yeah, make sure promo code is right here. You don't even have to ask. Anytime somebody's use this, just use promo code Cuzzo to get you a discount on that. Rebounds. Let's see about rebounds. That's bright green, so we definitely got to do our research on that. Let's say 4 to 7 chances you get in the game. Rebounds, where'd it go? That went down. Was it rebounds? Yeah, it went rebounds. Assists. It's bright green. It don't hurt you to come over here. You don't got to take them, but it don't hurt you to sit there and filter out, okay, you giving up that this season, but if you giving up that to players with a 2 to 4 potential, that only getting 2 to 4 chances to actually even pass it to somebody. Which, the line, here go one that's like, it has some value in the line. He averages more than 1.5 assists, even with us filtering with a person who not getting no more than 4 attempts, potentials, they're still giving up 2. His 1.5 is plus money. So keep that in mind. That anytime you can get plus money on the line and it makes sense, the read makes sense, that's value within itself. Because so many people overlook people's actual lines when it's plus money. That's the average is green, meaning more. They're giving up more with the filter. With the filter. We don't see nobody over here, look, that got over 4 potentials. They all in that 3 range, which is his range. He averaging 3 a game. 3 potentials a game. So they saying out of them 3, they usually giving up 2.4. So it's value in this 1.5 with the best line being on. Look, even DraftKings ain't fucking around. They minus money. They like, no, you're not about to burn us. Bet 365, they giving it to you at plus 140. That's value. That's value in Jaden McDaniels' 2 assists alone. We move, okay? We got through there. Again, like we just gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep rolling. Now, this pay very much attention to. Be very careful, chat, with this game. Be very careful with this game. Be very careful with this game. I cannot stress that enough. Y'all, this damn spread done went up. It was 10.5 when we looked earlier. If you're newer to the stream, what does spreads do for you? Spreads give you an insight on the difference in the 2 teams playing. They're saying that talent-wise, scoring-wise, pace of play-wise, Oklahoma Thunder are on average 13 points better than a Orlando Magic. And they are taking into account into that spread, no Banchero, right? So they're saying this is how in the gambling world you make 2 teams that are lopsided even. They look at the points per game that you average. They look at the points per game they average in the season or last 10 or last 20. They're looking at y'all average that y'all are beating y'all teams by. The average points scored that your team. And they put it through an algorithm and it tells them a spread that's like, oh shit, they generally around this losing by this much. This basically tells you by OKC being minus 12.5 that on average, by pace of play and all the other factors, they're a 13-point team better than the Magic, which will show in the money line. Look at the money line. These motherfuckers are minus 700. That just tells you that they're better. But the way to even the playing field on a bad team and a good team is by a spread that's used in an algorithm to make them 2 teams equal. So that tells you when you got like double-digit spreads, like 10 or more, it's blowout potential. So be careful with props you play in these games because you're liable to lose a bet because the player you need didn't even play the 4th quarter because they down 30. So just keep that in mind. Those double-digit spreads are telling you or indicating be very careful. Do that mean it's going to be a blowout? No. But it has a very high chance that this game get out of hand real fast. So be very careful. And I just want to throw that out there as a disclaimer before I go into looking at these props, because I don't want anyone to see the value there. Like me personally, it's 15 games on the day. Again, I'm not forcing nothing. So with me knowing that a high spread like that mean that, me personally, no matter what I find in here, I'm 9 times out of 10, unless it's threes, I'm 9 times out of 10 not going to touch nothing in this game personally anyway. But that's my job to go through and we find the gems regardless. I know I'm not going to touch this game unless it's something like threes or something where you can get threes in a quarter or a half. I don't need 4 quarters for you to cover threes. We'll hope I don't. But me personally, I'm probably not going to even touch this game. But I am going to go through and we're going to find these gems. Could you? Yeah, you can. You can. You can go to first half. But again, like I'm not. I don't get that deep into it. But you can. Yeah, they got first quarter for y'all. My boy Blocks hit some shit for first half. They got all the quarters for y'all. Now it's not green or red because most books don't have the lines. But again, like I told y'all the other day, the average is still the same. It still say they give up 6 points. Like these don't change. They just not in a color formation to catch your attention. You still can look at like, oh, he averaged 2.3 points in the second quarter, or let's say first half. He averaged 8 points in the first half. They give up 9 points to point guards in the first. Like, so you still can do the filters and all that. So yeah, you have access to that for sure. Oh, okay. So boom, we got assists. The first thing that catch our attention is assists. Put it on. I gotta keep remembering to do this. Assists and rebounds. Seeing that this line is 4.5. Again, 4.5 looks great so far. He averaged more than 4.5. They give up more than 4.5. But let's just make sure. We're gonna do rebounds first. Rebound chances. We're gonna go 7 to 14. 7 to 14. The rebound chances went up. The rebound chances went up with a person who rebound or put themselves in positions like a Jalen Suggs. His line is 4.5. 6 is plus 155 on FanDuel. Great piece for a 3-leg plus 1,000. 7, you only gonna get on Fanatics. I'm not going over 7 because they're not allowing over 7. I try to stay at that average to keep me in the, you know what I'm saying? So, but if you got Fanatics, they're giving you 7 at plus 260, but you can get 6 at plus 155. That goes unsaid. If I'm gonna take 6, of course I'll take the 4.5. He averaged more than 4.5. They give up more than 4.5. That's a given. So there is some type of value, like even a parlay piece for Jalen Suggs rebounds today, not going over 7, which you only gonna get 6. They only do even numbers on FanDuel. Assists. Let's see if we can get some value there with the potentials of a Suggs. I'm not going to use the 5s because his minutes was lower. His minutes has went up tremendously since they down a player, a big piece, the main piece. So I'm only going to focus on here. So I'm going to go 9 to 16 potentials. Okay, so it stayed at the 6. His line is 4.5. Like yesterday, I had Jalen Suggs for 8 assists. I had him for 6 and 8 assists. So both. Look at how many assists he should have had yesterday, y'all. I didn't even watch the game. That shit like this pisses me off. It kind of do two things. It pisses me off because I hate losing, but it lets me know. It gives me that kind. I tell people all the time. Another thing you got to get through your head when you gambling for a period of time is you have to learn how to find the wins and the losses. And what I mean by that is it's gonna be times that you lost, but don't get down on yourself when you go back and look at stuff like this and it made sense when you know that you followed the right read. It's wins and losses. That's what's gonna keep you motivated and keep you going through a losing streak or a losing day or two moving forward. Don't get discouraged, find those wins in your losses. Like, of course, I'm pissed off because, bitch, you sold. You know what I'm saying? You sold me. You ain't hit the 6 or the 8. But looking at this now, not even knowing this, I just thought about it when I looked at it. He should have had 14 assists yesterday. 12 times he put you in a scoring position, whether it was a drive and kick, Could have been a lob, could have been a whatever. 12 times a person caught his pass and shot it and smoked that bitch. We can't do nothing about that. He can't do nothing about that. So learn to find your wins in your losses. You'll learn more from the loss, your losing slips, than you will from your winning slips. Because when you win, it's just more so like I hit. I go back. I can't speak for nobody else. When I go back, I always, at the end of the day, I go back through my settled bets and I go look at all my losing slips and then I go cross-reference and see, did I have a potential to hitting it? Or was it just was it just a bad read on my part? Which I have no problem in admitting to myself. Was it a bad read? Did I miss something, or was the potential there? If I took you for 10 rebounds and you ended with 8, but I go back and see you had 25 rebound chances, I have to live with that. I have to live with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I didn't even know this. I took him for 6 and 8 because y'all remember yesterday the team over here was even way worse. I think this number was like damn near 8 or 9 assists to point guards. It was even higher than this. So I laddered him for 6 and 8. He ended with 2. This motherfucker had 4. This is a worse beat, y'all, for y'all who've been around since the first one, than that Mitchell one. This is worse than Mitchell's, to be honest. This is way worse than Mitchell's. 12 niggas just smoked this shit like, damn, half of y'all couldn't make your shot and cover my 6 and 8. But we move. But I just want to say that, you know, find it's wins and losses. It's something in your losses that can keep you motivated when you come back on doink the next day and you get to looking at rebound chances and you can do it in every one. If your dude missed his points, come look and see what he shot. If anybody took Suggs points and he sold you, I feel for you. The motherfucker missed 9 shots. If somebody sold you on rebounds, come look at their rebound chances the next day. If they sold you on assists, come look at their potential assists the next day. That'll keep you in the positive mindset moving forward. Because I tell my Discord all the time, I am a firm believer. And I feel like I've been doing this long enough. I believe that the mindset that you have when you make a play holds weight in how it plays out. I could be crazy. I could be superstitious. I tell my Discord that. Anybody who know me know I am a firm believer of that. You speak how shit go. If you going into it hesitant or as the play going, you speaking down on it, I feel like that affects everything. So I try to keep a clear head and a positive mind going into everything. But I really believe that shit hold weight. I'm trying to get my mind right before I go into any slate because I think it hold weight. So I say that to say, let's look and see what they'll give us for his assists. And then look, like the good day to take his assist was yesterday. The value was at 6, it was like damn near plus 400. Now you giving it to us because guess what? Guess what they know? That we looking at that they know. They see these potentials. The books know that. That goes into that algorithm when they get to making that line for the day. They understand that. Yesterday, this 6 was at plus 400. Now today it's only plus 180. And I'm not going to go over 6. I'm not looking at 8 today because this defense ain't as bad as yesterday defense was when it comes to that. How do I get mine to show? Anything you want yours to show, Daily Jobs, is in columns. What you turn on and turn off here is what'll show here. So just come down and turn on all your combos. So his line, I mean, I guess the 5.5 at plus 180. Again, I'm not going to overlook because it's not plus 200. These are still straights or 3-leg plus 1,000 parlay pieces. So it is value in his 6 assists, especially seeing that, look, y'all, he's hitting the 6 twice. This motherfucker could have had 6 assists the last 5 games. Look at his potentials. He could have had 11 assists, 16, 12, 9, 14. He could have had those 6 assists every game the last 5 games if motherfuckers was hitting their shots. So take that with a grain of salt. Do with that as you will. So that plus 180 for 6 assists is some value there as far as like a parlay piece. We move. 4.5 rebounds caught my attention, but we always gotta go. But I ain't gonna use 0. We're gonna say just 2 to 5. Shit changed. All right, let me go last 5 to make sure. Shit changed like I thought it would. So that value's gone. We just want to make the sharpest reads we can, y'all. If you want to look at this, no, that ain't bright green. I'm about to say it's points. We move. We want Bright. 3. Okay, we got somebody here. But this might change because I know Shay. Well, I take that back because Shay out there shooting that hole this year for sure. Shay is out of body, but I love to see that though. I notice when they don't hit their line by a lot, it actually help with betting them back because the line drops some. So don't let it go into 2, 3 games in a row. Facts. I love the evolution in Shay. Are any of y'all Shay Gildress fans? Like anybody fuck with Shay game? Just the way he played the game of basketball? I'm a big fan of Shay as a point guard. I think like you're the ideal point guard. You're gonna make sure you get your looks, clearly look at the potential. You're gonna get in that paint, points in the paint. Let me see something. Love Shay game. Yeah, I love Shay game. Love Shay game. Shay is I'm a big fan of the way Shay played the game. Let me see something. Take that TD shit off. Where is that? Points in the paint. Points in the paint. Like he gonna get in that paint. I love everything about Shay game to be honest. So right now we're looking at they're giving up a lot of 3-pointers to point guards, but we gonna have to just make sure with a Shea style of 3-point shooting. Got 4 to up to 10. God damn. So it's not giving ladder. It did come down from Bright, but if his line, they got his 2, y'all, they got 2 threes at -124. It is some value there because he averages 2. They're giving up 2, even by narrowing it down to people alone, like in that average of the threes he gonna shoot. They're still giving up 2.33. So his 1.5 line, I love as a straight or a parlay piece. That there's some good value there. And that's about it for Shea. Bro gonna be getting triple double soon. If Shea could shoot consistently, then he would easily be a top 3 guard. You think so? You don't think you don't think he one of the best guards in the league? That's that Steph Curry effect, where point guards need to shoot better from outside to be a better point guard. That's that Steph Curry effect. I'm from the era when I remember John Stockton and them. That's what I'm thinking of point guard. Put people in position to score, but they're just more athletic now, so they can still get their buckets, but facilitate. However that may happen, facilitate. Everything besides that, no facts. But seeing this, that's what I'm saying. That's another thing I like about. I've played basketball my whole life, so I'm big on not only what I'm seeing. There's nothing better. This is why I'm like the biggest Ant-Man fan. As a basketball player and just a sports player my whole life, one of the biggest things for me is when I see growth. There's nothing worse than seeing a player be the same kind of player year in and year out. Because I look at it like, why am I taking you serious and you don't take you serious? And what I mean by take you serious is if you ain't taking that time to block out all the noise, get away from all the distractions, and put that work into your game, into where your weaknesses at and making them stronger, you're not taking this serious. You okay with being that same player year in and year out. Shays, the Ant-Mans, these are people where every year you see their numbers rise and a part of their game that may have lacked the year before get better. I love players who take their game serious. You know what I'm saying? Year in and year out to get better. His mid-range fire, he don't need to shoot like Steph at 6'6". Oh, no, he don't need to shoot like Steph at all. What I mean by Steph effect is people expect your traditional point guards to shoot the 3 ball better or more. Not saying I don't think Shea game needs nothing more. Like even now, like he's add this to his game. 2 threes, 2 threes, 3 threes, 2 threes. Do y'all remember? If y'all know, like I know, do y'all remember where people would stand free throw line for Shea and just I dare you. Last year I started seeing the rise in his 3-point attempts. But now you got the rise in the 3-point attempts and you're starting to have a better averages with it. So that's that progression I'm talking about. A lot of people just want to see these guards shoot the lights out. Like that's what the shooting guard for. Nothing there as far as like super value, but now again, I ain't gonna skip over. Oh, I thought it was some double greens over here. It's not. Okay, so we've got what we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go back up to that Bulls game in a second just to see if they added any lines for it. Them 2 games I do remember, just to see once we done with is this still Okay. Now, this is a great game, y'all. The same way we just was talking about that last game. You might want to kind of like be very careful with a 13-point spread. You get better promises. Right. This is a great game. Because remember what I told you, the lower the spread, the more equal the teams are. So that's giving you like your team gonna play all their minutes predicted wise. Like as far as from this, like they're saying this is a more even team. It's only a 3-point spread. So this should come down to the wire, a 3-point game. So keep that in mind. This should be a great game. Now assists. Out the gate, assists. Now we just need to make sure that you got lines in here, that the average is around what I see. So you'll go 8 to as much as 13. Oh, gotta go last 5 because you ain't got nothing for me. Okay, so you still up at 6, which they got his line at 6. His line is 6. He's got look 6, 6, 6. He had 3. Should have had 8, 6, 7. Had 3. Literally Anthony Simmons could have had 6 assists every game this season. Didn't get it. That's why 8 people missed. Didn't get it. 5 people missed. If you look at his potentials, he should have had 6 assists every game. They give up 6. So even though his average yard is 5, he have 10 potentials a game. He gonna pass that ball on average in a position for you to score 10 times, and they're giving you 6 at minus 115 on Fanatics. Yeah, because it said they give up 8. Let's see what they'll give you 8 for. You can get 8 at plus 310. I like 6. I like 6. If you want to push it to the limit without the filters of just what they're giving up, and seeing that he do get 10 potentials a game, motherfuckers just got to hit their shots. You can get 8 at plus 310 over on on DraftKings. So keep that in mind as well. All right, Kamara. I hit him the other day. And it'd be the weirdest ones, y'all. When y'all do it like this, it'll take away players, stars. You'll start noticing you playing more role players than anything. 29. So anything over 29. Under, I'm not going to look at. So basically 6 to 10. 6 to 10 attempts a game. Now, it like, look. Oh, do you shoot 3? Yeah, you shoot 3s. Let's just make sure. Appreciate that follow. Let's just take the 3s. Hold on. Let's see. 3s. Where you at? I'm not looking at that game or that game. So basically like 2 to 5. 3s a game. All right, boom. So look, so like points wise, it went away from like ladder, but it's over the average. I mean, it's over his line today. And he averaged over the line. So 7.5 is a good line that you can look deeper into if you like. They're giving it to you. The best odds is at minus 120. Every book has it favored it. Minus 120, minus 128 on FanDuel, minus 130s on all the other books. So who is this? Tumani, is that how you say it? Kamara, fuck it, Kamara. There's value. This 7.5 looks good, and that's even putting in his field goal and 3-point attempts filtered. To get 8 points today, which you can look here. He had 7 yesterday or whatever day. Missed 6 shots, 13, 12, 12. 5 there, missed 4 shots, 11. So 8 points. It makes sense seeing what the defense allowed that is favored on the books today. His PR look good. See, that would make sense too, because like, look, if you go rebound chances, so even this rebound chances, let's see something. What is his rebound chances? Take away these games where they play short minutes. He like 9 and 19. God damn. 9 to 19 rebound chances. There you go. So look, rebounds. So that did just change a lot as well. Not for points, because I took off the filters for that. But people who in positions to rebound like him, up to 7. So with us seeing that, y'all, and the points, that's a good call on Shine on PR. There's no way that the PR can't look good when we just seen we put rebound chances, bright green. We put in the points filters, it was still over the average. So if you don't want to go as far, but hold on, I want to see what you're gonna give me for 6 boards. 6 boards plus 140 on FanDuel. 7 if you can get it, plus 270 on Fanatics. But again, like I tell y'all all the time, points look good, rebounds look good. So before you be skeptical of taking one of them or going less to try to play it safer, bring your ass down here and get on that PR. Just take the combo. You're giving up 22 with his filters, right? His line is 12.5. You can get plus money at 14, you can get plus money at 15, and you can get plus 200 at 16, which is well under the 22 points and rebounds that they give up to shooting guards. So the value for him, from what I'm looking at as far as like the odds wise, the value is in his alternate points and rebounds today. That's where you getting the minimum two times your money. 2-to-1 chances at plus 205. We didn't get no plus 205s and nothing else. Was it the rebound? Nope, rebounds without going over that 7. We didn't get it there, and we didn't get it in points. Points was just his line anyway. So the better prop for Kamara tonight, as far as value-wise, if you want to take the 2-to-1 chance of 200 odds, is his alternate points rebounds. That would be the better. Taking that, don't care if he do that or don't. Pales on a back-to-back. They ain't competing for boards either. And that can play a part as well. That definitely can play a part. So I like his PR. Who was that? Kamara. So, okay, we got assists here, which going to probably drop because I seen some high-ass potential assists over there, and I know that he ain't out doing that. Let's just go, let's say 1 to 5. He ain't never got over 5. Yeah, that I knew that was going to change because they had people over here. Like, why? I don't want these averages affecting this. 12, 11, 10, 17. All that shit is double, damn near triple Jeremy Grant. He ain't passing that ball. And if he passes it, it's more so for a reset. His potential assistance was telling you if he's passing it to put other people in potential to score. He's not. It's telling us that. All of these are with these high-ass numbers, which is Draymond's and Siakam's and who is this? Jalen Johnson, which we all know, if you know those players, are players that dish for assists. How does the potential assist for... Yeah, that's what puts... Yeah, so a potential assist, an assist, of course, is passing it and they make it. A potential assist is when you pass it and they miss it. So that give you a read on what their assist could have been that game if the player they passed it to would have hit their damn shot. So like 4 here. He had 4 potential with 2 assists. He should have had 4 assists this game, but 2 people missed a shot. But it gives you a general idea of who putting people in position to score. It's on you to hit the shot, but we want, if you think an assist, you want people that's actually, you know what I'm saying, putting a person in potential to score, to get that assist. That's what your potential assist gonna do. That's giving you an idea, roughly. Exactly. You don't even have to know the player. Just look at his numbers. He never got over 5 potential assists, so he's not setting people up. And if you know Jeremy Grant, it really makes sense. But I'm trying to help the ones who don't really watch the sport or don't know every player, that what you can get out of just reading these lines. If you know Jeremy Grant like I know Jeremy Grant, you know he ain't that type of player anyway. But a player who don't know that, this tells you that looking at his low potential assists. He's not really doing nothing where he's putting a person in potential. And 9 times out of 10, when it be like the 4 and 5s, it might have been some low shot clock shit, so he passed it in that situation. But Jeremy is catching shooting. Or he might put his head down to get to that rack, but he ain't thinking about no damn assists. I know you don't like unders if I'm seeing bright red with an average below somebody's line. That is a great read for an under. Remember, we did the Ingram yesterday. The same way we look at bright greens for alternate overs, when you see bright red, that's and if you see bright red on the defense, meaning they don't allow it, and the person averages red, that's an under prop for sure. Under for damn sure. Alvarado. Okay, we back to you. Alvarado. All right, so from the naked eye, they're giving up 23 points this year. Let's go to this season. Hold on. They're giving up 21 points this season to point guards, which his line is at 10.5, which he's averaging a little under. But I'm going to do him last 5, and I'm doing that for a reason, y'all. Look at his minutes. I want to eliminate these right here. So I'm going to do last 5 for that specific reason. His minutes has went up because he starts now because McCollum hurt. So I kind of want to take these first 3 games averages out. So I'm going to just do last 5 just so I can be around like how he's playing out. And he still is under, but still, we're going to go more into this. Field goal attempts. We're gonna just a person along these lines is like, and even then, like even now, I'm not gonna add 5 and 4 when he was coming off the bench. I'm gonna stick around this number. So I'm gonna just say 10 to 13. I'm gonna just stay around the number of since he's been a starter. Gotta go last 5. You still getting it. So we still bright red and bright green. We still bright green. So he's always been under the Pelicans, always give up a ton of potential assists to start, and that's tricky to decide, huh? Well, it is and it's not. It's not for me because once I filter it and put your potentials in, I that made my decision. But if you just stay away from the potentials and go off of what they allow, it's a good read. So y'all, so if I'm putting in the field goal attempts that Alvarado was shooting since he became a starter these last 3 games, they're still bright green. So you know what we have to do. 10.5 at -122 is great. I love that. If I'll take overall, clearly I'll take that. But we need to see what 15 is. 15 is +220. That is a great 2-leg piece for +1,000 at 15 points. And we're still under the 17 points that they allow to point guards around the range of shots that he take. And we seen if you take away his shot attempts, they well over. If you want to go up there and just say fuck the filter and just see off what they allow, you can go as high as 20, which you getting at +700 on DraftKings, +650 on FanDuel. If you want to ladder it that high, 15, I was trying to stay under the number that they allow for people that play like him in a sense. He's so yeah, it happens. It happens. But that don't mean, but that's what I try to tell y'all. Stay out of your feelings or emotions because they so one day, generally NBA or professionals, they bounce back with a better game. Now, if you got a player who every time you done took them 5, 6, 10 times, they always sold, then you have every right to be like, I ain't fucking with him. But don't let one sale take you away from a great read on that person the next game. He played well this last back-to-back game too. And I'm not a capper, but you got me wanting to get doink. I want yeah, but see, this is not even for capping. I have it as a capper, you know what I'm saying? But I'm giving y'all the game because this is something that y'all can use to make your own plays. That's literally the reason I do these sessions with y'all day in and day out. For y'all to be able to make better reads for yourself and learn how to use these products so y'all can make some money outside of having to tell the next person. So who was that, y'all? We Alvarado. Y'all might want to look into his that is a gem as far as looking into his ladder points tonight. 2, 3, 9 rebounds here. You could filter his rebound chances. I'll go 10 to 16. So it done dropped down. So that wasn't, I mean, that's not something I'm looking into anymore. It's probably the best game on the slate. It's a 5-point thing, but it got the highest total. So it's telling you high scoring out the gate. We said we was gonna say it's book smacker. Yeah, I hate the word capper because I'm from Cleveland. I don't know if that's like a universal thing. I grew up on screw. Capper is a liar. And that's something I'm not. So I mean, it's petty, but that's why I hate that word. Andrew Nemhart. Okay. So this defense allowing a lot to shooting guards. Do you have the advantage? We see what they give up on average, but do you, as in your style of play, have the advantage in this situation? And that is, let's say 8 to 12. Let's say, we're going to say 5 to 12 because there's a 3 in there. Got to go last 5. And then let's add your 3-point attempts to these. 2 to 4. That changed it. Look, that changed it. It changed it down. Which makes sense of why the line is what it is. Like, but again, I'll look in here for y'all still. They're giving up 21 points. So look, 15 points gonna be plus 280 on DraftKings. Seeing that they give up 21 points to shooting guards, you can get Nemhart 15 points at plus 280. You can go up to 20. That's still under the average. And they're why you go from 18.5 to 20.5? It's not a 20? Okay. What's his line? 10.5. His line is 10.5. Reset. This is his line, 10.5. But you see why I'm doing that, though. Like I said, I understand that the averages are being moved by shit like this. 20 attempts by Ant-Man. You're nothing like an Ant-Man style of play. 21 attempts by Jalen Green. You're nothing like a Jalen Green style of play. So I don't want y'all numbers showing that's going to throw off this high ass number. You're not even in the same conversation with your style of play and shot attempts as those star players for those star teams. I mean, for those teams. So I'm trying to eliminate all that to give me a better accurate number here. 5 rebounds. Again, like it's bright. I'm gonna look at it regardless because it's bright green. But okay, between your rebound chances, let's say 4 to 10. And it stayed up. So look, 4 rebounds to a person who in a position like a rebound chances like a Nemhard. So 2.5, where are we at rebounds? 2.5 is his line. 4.5 you can get at plus 180 on Hard Rock and ESPN bets. I'm not sure why DraftKings or FanDuel are not giving you those lines. Yeah, Mavs still give up more. Yeah, you're right. They still giving up 12. Wasn't it 12? It was like 12 or something. Oh, no. It was like over 15. Where you could take his 15. Nemhard for 15 is a good read after we had put the what's names in. Yeah, so they still give them more points with the filters, which is the best. That make your read even more sharp when they be like, okay, before the position already do it, and they still give it up to people with his kind of profile. That's really the sharper reads you're really looking for. Klay Thompson for 2 assists, y'all. I mean, it's not a read as far as like value as a gem, but he averages more than his potential. They give up more than his potential when you thinking lines. But y'all for like parlay pieces. Here go another one. They giving up these rebounds. Now I'm gonna look at both of theirs because y'all got me. Thank y'all yesterday. I hit lively yesterday. Are you giving that up to 10 to 21 rebound chances? Still giving up 10. Okay, let me remember that for Gafford. Now I need to see rebounds. I mean bench. Where's Lively at? What is your line? Your line is 8.5 as well, and you getting 9 to 18. I think that's the same number I'm using, right? 9 to 18. What was it? What were we using the filter? 9 to 12. No, so it's different. See, they giving up 8 to like the way that Lively rebound. But I want to look at his 10. And it's not like y'all look, don't get too focused on these numbers he hitting. He could have had 10 that game, every game. This motherfucker rebounds bounce his way all the time. He's always in position to get rebounds. Whether he chasing them or he just got the luck of rebound chasing. Like they come his way. He could have had 10 rebounds every game. So going up to 10, seeing that they allowing 10 that with his filters of how he like be in position to rebound, that is still a great read at plus 340 on on FanDuel. That is a great read to take Gafford ladder on rebounds today. 8.5, you getting that plus 230. Wasn't his line 8.5? Oh, his line is 6.5. His line is only 6.5. You can get 8. Okay, so damn, I skipped over 8. So 8 is parlay piece. You in that plus money range. At plus 180 on DraftKings, 165 on FanDuel. Push it to the limit. You're getting 10 at plus 340. There's value in his 10 rebounds and his 8 rebounds, seeing they giving up 10 with his type of rebound profile. All right. We move. Davion Mitchell points. They're giving up a lot of points to point guards. Are you still giving up those points to his profile? That's all I need to know. Hold on, let me put this back on here. Yep, they're giving up 20 to his position on average. It's about 5 to 11 times, depending on how you feeling. You ain't really going out there going crazy. Let me put it on last 5. See, it's right around the average now. Now they giving up 12. His line is 10.5. His line is 10.5. So keep that in mind. What else? Hold on. Before I do that, damn, add the threes. That is another form of scoring. Let's say about 2 to 6. Okay, that helped a little bit, but it didn't do what we needed it to do. So points, do as you may. They're giving up 18. 15 is plus 350 on DraftKings. If you want to take it there just off strictly the weakness in that position itself. If you care more about like the filtering where it's like more people that profile, what that average is, makes sense as well. 10 assists. 10 assists. We might got some value here because he definitely had potential. He passed the ball. 12 to 19. Stayed up. There we go right here. This is where the value gonna be if the odds make sense. His line is 6.5. He averaged more than that. They're giving up 10. His line is at plus money out the gate. They're giving you 7 at plus 116. He averaged that. They allowing 10 assists to his profile of passer. So it's value already out the gate in 7. You can get 8 at plus 195 on DraftKings and FanDuel. 10 what they allow plus 650 on DraftKings. And of course, way off is FanDuel at plus 480. So Davion Mitchell has value in his laddered assist tonight. There is value in Davion Mitchell's assist today. So remember that. 3 assists for Grady. They giving up with more than what he need. Let's say, what is this like? 1 to 4. 1 to 4. Does still stay there? Now you're around this average. But again, look, they're giving you 2 assists for Grady Dick at 110. Why did I just say that? Minus 115 on DraftKings. He averaged 2 assists. They give up 2 assists. Even with his potential assist type of profile, they're giving that up. Rebound and assist for who? The rebounds went down when we put the filter in for rebounds. I think 5 to 8. But you can see, hold on. Assist. 12, oh shit. 12 to 19. Rebound assist. Now look, with both of them on there, it's at the line 8.5, and they giving over you. So yeah, you can go rebound assist. They give up 12. He averaged 10. So his 8.5, that look like money. If you want to go up to, they give up 11.5. So you can go up to 11. Nobody got that. 10. Oh yeah. So Davion Mitchell, if anything, I'm gonna just take the line there. I like the assist alone because that's where the value at. That's where I can get up to 2 and 3, like more money for the buck. You know what I'm saying? More bang for my buck on his alt lines. Why do it say he had 2 assists with? I've seen this before. That's a good question. I can't answer. I've seen that a couple times where I know it's not a coincidence. Where I've seen the potential assist was lower than the assist. So I'm not sure how that worked. I'm not gonna lie to you about it. It's very few and far in between, but I've seen that before a couple times to where it's not a coincidence. I thought it was a typo the first time I seen it. And I'm talking about on different sites. I am King. I appreciate the follow. I'm talking about on different sites. I've seen that Game Day, all kind of different sites. I never understood what the hell that means. If you find out, please let me know. Because that's a great question, but I'm not sure. It's not a coincidence though. Why is this like this? What? All right, we move. We looking for value. Boom, we stop at Russ again. Russ starting? What's wrong with what's the name, y'all? He'll go to temps. We're gonna go off of 20 minutes and more. So 8 to 12 since you starting. Concussion? Damn. Get well, brother. All right, boom. I guess we gonna get some threes out this motherfucker. Less than 5 3 attempts. All right, see, so now you come back mid. When we look at profiles similar to a Russell Westbrook, you can't take into account 20 shots, 20 shots, 22 shots. He's not shooting like that. So I don't want to see that shit to fuck up this average. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I didn't know that till I just seen he ain't on this page. We move. All right, you got 2 threes here, but let's make sure. Less than. No, I'm not less than because he actually done shot. He's shooting the leather off that motherfucker too, y'all. 2 to 7 attempts is crazy. So now you're around this average. So they giving you one. So look, they might give you. He lost all confidence. All right. We moving along. I think we down to the last 2 games. Thank God, y'all. We what? Shout out to all 100 of y'all who 2 hours and 45 minutes in with me. I'm trying to get through this. All right. So out the gate, we see that they're giving up the rebounds to point guards. But are you giving up to point guards with the rebound profile of Tyrese Maxey? 7 to 13. Oh shit, I'm looking at the wrong shit. Say 5 to 9. They're still giving up 4, which is line is 4. So it makes sense why that's minus 132. But it's not like this no more. Because they got, look, see, it matters. 11 with 10 rebounds, 13, 10, 12, 8. That's not the type of player Maxey is as far as in the paint or chasing down rebounds. So I don't want to see stuff like that where these high rebound numbers is gonna mess up this average. Here, rebound chances here. So let's see. Let's make sure because it looked like he got some. They're giving up rebounds to small forwards. 7-14. Now look, we back at his line. They're giving up 5. He averaged 5. So you can take the 4.5 at plus money, but it's not showing that ladder mode no more. He lost all confidence. He'll be all right, man. I like Murray. Okay, here we go. Here, assists, which I'm sure no books will give me. I'm not even about to. Oh, points. I didn't even see the points. So this should be good. Definitely win it. Like 18 attempts, 24 attempts. I don't need take that off of here. He ain't nothing like an AD. I don't want to add AD. AD is what's making this average like that. You shooting 5 to 11 shots a game on average. And you're playing. Okay, so here we go. He still was up there. Between hey y'all, I be laughing. I be kind of looking at the player. They got you like a Gobert shooting ass nigga. Gafford and who is this? This big Zoob type shit. So look, it's still bright green. I'm telling you, you don't have to hunt. Like you don't have to take shit you on the fence about. Do your part, you'll find them. And it makes sense. They got him, even though he averaging 9 yards, they got him for 10 points at favored odds. So 8 and 9.5, he's minus 125. 11.5. Shout out DraftKings where you give off these odd numbers and I don't got to go 10, 15, 20, 20. It's numbers in between. Crazy. His initials is literally AD2. He technically is AD without the game of AD. 11.5, you in the plus money range. 15 points tonight is plus 380 on DraftKings, plus 310. It's value there, seeing that they give up that, even with his shooting profile, y'all. Even with a player who ain't shooting over 10 times, a center. He's they're still giving up 15 points to that. And we know that they're giving up the points to the position alone. And then it makes it even better. It go from 20, which is well over, to 15 with your type of shot profile, which is still well over. Where are you getting 15 plus rebounds at? Where are you seeing 15 plus rebounds at from what this defense give up, Daily Job? I'm just wanting to get into your head of what you think. Where you see 15, because one person got 15 rebounds? What's giving you 15 rebounds and they giving up 10, 11 on average? Where you getting 15 rebounds? Unless you did this, and I didn't. Like, are you seeing something like here? Let's see, 14 to 27. Unless it's this, is that what you did? Maybe you see something I don't. Oh, hold on, was that assist? That's rebounds, right? Yeah, even putting in his potentials. Got to take into account from what? What are you taking into account from? I don't think about that's personal emotion and personal feeling. What am I taking into account? Maybe y'all seeing something I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Help me understand what y'all seeing with him for 15 rebounds. Because he's did it before. Because they gave it up one game. Like, help me understand how y'all thinking. I don't think with emotion when it come to gambling. I don't put no emotion, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, how y'all, like, where y'all at with it? I could be wrong, but put me in y'all thought process without emotion. If it's emotion, never mind. But if it's no emotion into it and it's something you're seeing, what is y'all seeing that can make me see that so I can play that motherfucker? Foul trouble for drum. Yeah, I'm thinking on some. Oh yeah, no. I'm lost right there, Daily Job. You said personal. I don't do that at all. Hell no. But what you mean? But if drum in foul trouble, hold on. Did Flipper say something I'm missing? Flip, you said gotta take into account foul trouble. Oh, you saying okay? I got what you're saying. You saying something that's different than what he's saying. I'm thinking you read them together. You just saying take into account his points with foul trouble. Got you. Okay, I got what you're saying. You talk about something totally different. You knew like I'm not gonna even answer that, but it's the reason you put like the laughing emoji. Like you seeing what everybody else seeing. I don't know why y'all keep asking me about stuff that is ahead. Like um points. Points. Tyus Jones points. He is in position. They give up a lot of points. 20 points to his position. Between, let's see though, in his type of shooting catalog, 7 to 10 shots. Gotta go last 5. That came down like let me add threes. Let me add threes. That is another form of shots. Let me see what you're shooting. Like 4 to 7 threes. Game. Yeah, so like that ain't what I thought it was gonna be. Rebounds. Y'all give up the rebounds, but like, do I got a high chance to getting that shit with 5 to 9 chances? So you still got some value in rebounds, y'all. It's some value in, and he averaged 4. Why is this line so low? So you can get 4 rebounds for Tyus Jones at plus 165. You getting plus money at it for what's the name? Let me get through these games. I gotta go pick up my daughter. And then this one football game, I'll look in there for y'all for sure. All right, out the gate again. Let me go season. All right, so they're giving up 18 points, which he's been balling. But still, do yourself to make a good read a great read. I'm not gonna take this first game. You playing way different than that. So 9 to 13 shots a game. I already knew I'm gonna have to go to the last 5, and then let's add these threes because you are shooting about 4 to 7 threes a game, which is crazy. So I forgot they're balling. So they still are. So they still at 14. So out the gate, look, they giving you 10 and a half, y'all, at plus money. He averaged more than 10 and a half. They giving up more than 10 and a half, and we don't put in his type of shot profile. So 10 and a half at plus 100 is great odds. Great odds. You can even get 11 and a half at plus 130, but ain't no point of taking one more point and you still at plus money with the 11 and a half. I mean, with 10 and a half. So his line, I like Chris Paul line looking at this out the gate. Out the gate, I like his points line tonight. You ain't got to go to 3 route. Like literally, for his line to be 10 and a half and he's averaging more than that and they giving up damn near 20 to the position alone and still 15 with his profile. I'm loving Chris Paul 10 and a half points, his actual line. We going up in the court. We going back. I'm going back to work. Oh yeah, you know it'll be posted, but you know how we coming. All right, we got another one, points. But let's make sure let's get players along the same profile as this man. So we going 5 to 9 shots a game. Still up there so far. So far, so good. Where you at? Threes. Let's put these threes in there, roughly between, let's just say 4 to 7. I'm not gonna take this one. That's gonna be okay. So you still you ain't getting that like ladder, but you still got 9 and a half. If you want to go in there and go here, you can. They giving up 20 to the position, so 10 plus 130, 15 plus 600, all the way up to the limit that they're giving up 20 is plus what type of weird ass plus 1373 on Bovada. This Bovada? On Bovada. So keep that in mind. Rebounds is another one. This is a no-brainer out the gate. He's averaging 5. They're giving up 6. His line is 4. His line is 4. Oh, 4 to 9. Chances. They're giving up 4. Okay, that's why his rebound chances bring it back down. But still, y'all, it's still the line. I love the line at 3.5. But it took it down from 6 to actually the actual line of 4. And his 4 is minus 120 on. Yep, this is a great line. Because look, it's minus 120 on BetMGM, minus 135, minus 140, minus 150. It's super favored on all the other books. So keep that in mind as well. Keep that in mind. Harrison for rebounds. Let's make sure. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all watching firsthand, the potentials matter and rebound chances because it changes everything. See, look, 4 to 3. But I still like the line. You averaging 3 rebounds. They're giving up 3. I like that line. Minus 154. That's got to get parlayed with something else. I'm not playing that straight for sure. 2 threes to him. But you got 7s and 4s. So just put for 3-point attempts less than for this specific one. He ain't never shot over 4. So that changes everything. Keep that in mind. Don't worry about the player. Let the lines show you where you got value at by a defense that's giving up a lot to that position. You're gonna find you're gonna see them every time, and it's on you to just do your part and filter them. But you're gonna see these. So about 9 to 11 attempts. Okay, let me add your 3s. Oh, I'm doing the wrong shit. What you shooting about? 3 to 5 threes. I ain't realize he shoot that much this year. He shooting about 3 to 5 threes on average. So the points again, his line is 8.5. He averaged 10. With us putting his profile in, type of player he is, they still give up 10. There is value in this minus 120 for 9 points for Derrick Jones tonight. There is value there. So keep that in mind. It don't always gotta be the over. Yeah, we want the gems, but that's the last game for NBA. We do got that one Monday Night Football. You read it the same way. The spread is 9. In football, that's 2 possessions, so you have to be careful of that. If you're a person who likes spreads, you got your anytime against the spread stats on every game in any sport on when you go to it, game overview. Where they playing, they last games, come down here and tell you who out and all that. Team target shares, who getting the most targets, who get the most targets in the red zone on both teams, who get the most rushes in the red zone, outside of the red zone. It's stuff on here for football and basketball. Now, same thing applies, y'all. If you wasn't in here yesterday when we went over that full slate, same thing. Just focus. Oh yeah, you need to get here. Just focus on weaknesses. Just focus on your weaknesses and do your filters. Out the gate, rushing yards. He's averaging more than his line, 15.5. They're giving up more than his line, but just make sure that it makes sense. Rush attempts. On average, he's averaging 4. So that's like 3 to 6. Applies. Gotta go last. Okay, hold on. Gotta go last 5. They're still giving up to 16. It ain't got that ladder no more, but it's still giving up more than his line, and he averages more than his line. There's value in minus 115 for Baker Mayfield for 16 rush yards tonight. There's value there. There is value there. Keep that in mind. And you see why the average, see, this is the same thing. I'll keep saying it. Pay attention to this. 24. Look who was up there who made that average so high. The one and only, LJ. We know you ain't rushing those 16 times a game. So get that out of there to make that average more realistic for your situation and your player. The VOD will be up after. Once I'll never go back. I'm already 3 hours in. But these VODs every day, I do these every morning. The full video will be up on YouTube right after every day. What site is this called again? Doink Sports. Use this promo code to get a discount. Doinksports.com. So yeah, so keep that out of you don't want to see. Why do I want to see a person with 122 yards rushing on 16 attempts? That's not your bop. That's not your bop. All right, we move. Bright red. Attempts. Can you even get attempts? I'm not gonna look into attempts. I'll look into attempts for the lines. I'm not gonna look into attempts as far as the value wise, because like, do you get alt lines on these? Oh, you do. Okay. So let's do this then. Rush attempts between 6 to 15. I don't know how this would probably change this, right? So they still giving up 13 attempts to a person like him. So I guess like, well, 7.5 definitely look good for Rashard White rush attempts, because he's averaging 10. They give up 13. But you can really take all lines on this shit. You can get 9 at plus money on FanDuel. Oh yeah, okay, it ain't too much going on. So that's why I focus on pass yards, receiving yards, rushing yards. We move again. Like I said, I don't spend too much time in no slate. Y'all be surprised how fast I can go through a whole slate, because I only focus on defensive weaknesses. I don't care about nothing else. Because once I think about anything else, I'm putting emotion into it. Well, I think he could do because he did. No, I don't gamble like that no more. I don't lost too much money that way. That's long, y'all. So I'm skipping that. I'm looking at pass yards, receiving, rushing. The long I'm not really focusing on because most books don't have it. Now we at Pat Mahomes. Again, another one. They're giving up 32 yards. He's averaging 20. So his line is at 20. That right there tell you his line is a good line to look more into. To see if there's any value in ladders, rush attempts. We going 2 to, he ain't never did over 6. Oh, shit. My daughter calling me now. Hold on. 2 to 6 attempts. Let's go last 5 games. It went down. It had went down. So it's value though in his actual line. Even though to be honest, me personally, once I did that, and even even the average was lower than the line, I probably would skip the 19.5. But from here, it looked good from here. Thinking like that is wild. To change the game. All right, here we go. Kareem Hunt receiving yards are giving up 25. How many? What about his targets? So he's never. Hold on, targets. So he's never got over 4 targets. So I don't even have to do. I can just do less than 4 targets. Less than 4 targets went down. See what I'm saying? Rushing yards. Like again for lines, you can look at his rushing yards by the averages being higher than the line on both. Receiving, whoever this dude is, they're giving up 14 yards. His line is 7.5. He's averaging that, so the 7.5 looks appealing as of now for receiving yards. But check out the type of targets. So like 1 to 4 targets, and it still stayed over, y'all. So I don't know who this dude is. Perrine, that 7.5 look good. It's bright on both sides, going up to without going over 13. So 10, you getting that plus money on Bet 365. But I don't know who this guy is, but this 7.5 look good at minus 110. He averaging 15. Even with the limited targets, they're giving up 14. So that little 7.5 look golden. So keep that in mind. Again, most people, oh, it's Hopkins. I don't care who you are. The numbers tell me what the defense, how they gonna play against it. So receiving yards here to Worthy. Now let's just make sure the targets make sense between targets. So you're getting like they say on average, so like 4 to 8 targets on average. 4 to 8 targets. Look, changed. It changed. I don't know who the CB2 is, but with limited targets, it changed. There's only one good game out of this whole year in that position. Move. Receiving yards for Watson. Make sure you got them kind of targets that he get in that offense. 1 to 3. It changed. I don't know why. This happened like the other day, didn't it, y'all? The football games don't be seeming like it be crazy shit, but don't mean it's not. But it don't be seeming like, look, we just went through that whole football game, and y'all seen maybe 1 or 2 things. So, yeah. Astronaut Kid, appreciate that. So, if you're new to the stream, hey, beautiful stream, y'all, again. Shout out to everybody in the chat still. I will be posting this VOD. Let me go get my daughter. The VOD will be up in no later than an hour, which is still way before any of these slates starts. If you later, you miss something. If you got time, change D-Hop targets. His targets Yeah, so I'll have this posted to I'll go 4 to 7. Oh, okay. Okay. A good call. So now you got something here. So look, you could take D Hop, that's 45. Let's see, 50 is plus money. 60 is plus 175. What are they? 69. 65 is plus 190. See, I still don't see the value I would need because unless I'm taking your line, because they don't get up into the 200s till 70. So it's plus 290 for 70 if you want for D Hop, y'all, with a person who get more targets. I'll catch the video what I missed. Oh yeah, so it'll be up in a second, y'all. Let me get my daughter. I'll have the video uploaded in the next hour. Let's make some money, and y'all already know. Again, we back at it tomorrow. Love all y'all. Appreciate everything. All the new follows, all the new subs. See y'all in the morning. See y'all tonight. Matter of fact, tag me in all y'all wins. Keep sniping. Keep getting paid.